Not my bad.
I'm working on it.
I'm doing my fish dance.
And my name is Table of Con. Studio.
This week on Very Noise. With Zodiac Escobar still in Ecuador, it's up to the boys to search for the truth. Just four friends united by faith, driving around in a Cadillac El Dorado. They're gonna uncover this mystery and seek justice to the fullest extent of the law. And make a lot of fucking noise in the process. Very Noise. Intro boat.
Yeah, welcome to the Noisecast. Take a seat and just listen up, you dumbass. We're gonna talk about stuff and shit, and when we're all done, maybe you can suck our lollipops. Ah, cool, baby. What, you expect me to say like dick or wiener? Wiener. Sweet, dude.
What's up, dinguses? Welcome back to another episode of the Very Noise Podcast, aka the Noise Boys Podcast, aka I'm sure there's more AKAs coming soon. My name is Doom TV, and I'm from the East, and yeah, I'm from the East. Bet you weren't expecting me to do it serious this time.
Ooh. I am very surprised that you stuck to the script for once.
All right, now let me have my mother back, Zero.
No, she's our mama now.
She's mama
She's
everybody,
pod
not Mama Doom.
Okay, so I'm Zeromaster, Noise Boy from the North, and I'm very happy to spend my last hours of being 31 with you guys.
Oh yeah, happy birthday for tomorrow. I was
Happy
about to say that before the
birthday.
podcast.
I guess it's
so-
already June. It's already July 7th where you are, Jordan.
Yes, it is. So happy
my
birthday today.
What are you talking about? It's October 28th when this podcast is coming out.
Exactly. It's the Halloween special. Hi everybody. It's everybody's favorite. It's everybody's favorite man, Markiplier. I'm the Let's Play guy. No, no one laughed. I expected someone would laugh, but okay. No, it's actually Xcaliborg. I'm from Australia. The Noise Boys from Noise Boys. I'm two people. A Noise Boy from Australia. Anyway,
I knew it.
Charles.
And I am Skoringo, the noise boy of the West, and you're Jay Bauman of the Noise Boys, which, if that is the case, I would like to dedicate today's Noise Boys to the late musical composer Ennio Morricone, who did the music for The Hateful Eight, The Thing, and the Sergio Leone films.
Oh,
I'm a fan of
that episode
most
of
of those
Star
soundtracks.
Trek
Yeah.
where they.
The Thing is creepy. It's probably my most disturbed kind of horror I've ever seen. Just disturbs me, man.
Wait, which thing?
The Thing.
The Carpenter's The Thing.
The
The old
The
Carpenter.
good
thing.
one.
Yeah.
It's
The one
that
with the
really
cool
old school, kind of gross, kind of grotesque shit that makes me go, ugh. Anyway, we got a guest. Doom, introduce the guest.
Yes, so this guest has been one of my longest best friends going on this earth, going all the way back to, I think, 4th grade when we first met. We've been best friends ever since. He's something of a minor prophet, he's been called a bad will ambassador. He's a tuck of all trades, and he is my brother Josh. Now, Jordan, edit him coming up from the abyss.
Okay, so awesome.
Ain't
I'll try
nowhere
and
to
do
go
that.
from here but down.
Josh, turn these lights out. It's not a TV studio. This is a rock concert.
It's the third Josh in a row, and we're never going to have any more Joshes because
This is
we've
the
burnt out the
Joshening,
Joshes.
guys. It's happening.
Yes, by the way,
Joshening.
now that
It's
we've had 3
happening.
Joshes, I should explain to you where that joke comes from. It's
Yeah.
from a live Pearl Jam recording
Really? A Pearl Jam recording.
where where literally the front man's telling the lighting technician to turn the lights out.
Really? That's such an obscure thing.
What is that? Wait. So that's the Pearl Jam equivalent of turn off your flash, you fucking moron.
I love that Star Wars thing. Turn the flash up, you fucking moron. I love that. You can hear him in the background. Oh.
So, Josh, we don't do interviews here, but tell the people about
me
yourself.
neither. Me, I'm a guy that does stuff from time to time, but mostly I just nothing. I'm in a constant
why have you
conquest
also Josh
to-
from last time?
And the time
I
before
He
Josh
said
from
the
that.
last
same
time?
thing. He said nothing as well. He's like nothing.
Josh, what's your
It's in
It's a
the
Josh
Josh
thing.
code of ethics. We gotta spend our lives in conquest of nothingness.
Oh
Jetix.
shit! That means first Josh, the one that I had on here, broke the Josh code. What is the punishment for such a breaking
yeah.
of conduct?
Nothing.
Wow!
I love it.
Solid principles.
but Josh, what's your rapper name?
Oh yeah. I don't have one.
It's Josh. It's nothing. It's
I mean, there are monikers surely, but I hold on to none. They
Wait, then
they
what's
come
the
and
one
go
that,
like
because you
the
were on
wind.
that one track of demos.
Oh
here.
yeah. I go by the shortened version of my last name there, Tuck.
Tuck.
Oh.
Short for
Tuck.
Short for
Okay.
Tucker or Tuck and stuff.
MC Tuck.
T minus.
Hey,
Bottom of the
Jar,
countdown.
tucking stuff.
Jumping in, turning smiles into
so-
frowns.
So
But now that I know that that's your MC name, I have one important question.
Yeah, what's that?
Do you tuck?
Sometimes, but not before I name him.
if he finds an identical if you find an identical twin Josh, his name must be Roll, and you must do gymnastic tricks together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I've got my eyes peeled like grapes.
For anybody with the name Roll, this is your boy.
Hey,
Come on.
From Mega Man?
There's gotta be, I was about to fucking, I knew you were gonna come in with the fucking Mega Man shit.
I almost had a girlfriend named Molly once. I think that was close enough.
Ooh.
Fuck.
I had a girlfriend named Hope once, and needless to say, there was no hope there. There was no hope there.
So-
Why
I've never had a
real
girlfriend.
world
No.
names?
Please tell me, Charles, when you broke up with her, be like, well, I guess our relationship is hopeless.
I can't, no, but I did make that. I actually said that joke to a one of my close buddies.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You might as well
Oh,
take
you
it
should
while
have
you
just
have it.
said it. You should have just said it.
Yeah.
You might as well
Oh, no,
say
wait.
it.
No, I did. No, wait, I did because she was like it was like long after she broke up with me, she like went off on me on like public social media, and like as a result,
As this day and age does.
As this day and age does. No, like as this day and age does, and like every male and female friend that was on my friends list jumped the fuck down her throat. Like it was
Yeah.
There's no
bananas.
need for that type of shit.
No, it was
Yeah,
just
they don't-
it was bananas.
Yeah, like publicly like saying shit about like, you know, past relationships. Unless like in dire need to explain this person's bad.
Which she
But, like,
tried
there's,
to
like-
do, and like her reference was like posts from years before I even knew her. But like enough
Yeah.
about that. Like she called me at one point saying that and this is after she told me she hated me and didn't want to talk to me. She calls me and like she's like, you need to get your friends with me. I'm like, no. Hold on. So after you just told me to get off with you, you told me to never call you, never talk to you again. You're now begging me for help. No, you're fucking hopeless. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
there you
And I
go.
hung up on her.
There's the
Didn't hear
hopeless.
from her then. Yep.
Beep 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 beep.
I always thought, what if it was something weird if she's like, I'm breaking up with you because you're too much like my dad. Oh, well, I guess this relationship is hopeless. Get out. Do you think girls are attracted to dad jokes?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely. I'm pretty sure that like I've met a girl that said one of her kinks was terrible jokes, and I don't know how that even like.
That dude,
You get,
laughter,
like, can you
laughter
please
and funny
introduce us?
shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like that's all.
Yo, she must really want to fuck Carlos Mencia then.
Those aren't jokes.
So
That's
what
a
you're
space
saying is
station.
so what you're saying is there's hope for Rye Guy. There's someone out there who
for
likes
sure.
his shitty ass.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it's straight up, yeah, puns, like bad puns. I'm just like, I don't know if you're drunk or if that's like a genuine
People like
thing.
corny jokes. Like people.
I firmly believe that there's an ex-girlfriend out there for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah. Absolutely.
absolutely.
I mean, I've only had one. So
Oh my god.
Also, not to tell another story, but I actually have to update a story from a previous podcast that I have really touched upon.
Ooh,
Oh,
sassy.
yeah.
So,
Because Charles is a hardened criminal, if you
yes,
didn't know
if
this.
you didn't know, if you consult the Noises of the Boys, this many chapters ago, I was arrested for DUID or suspicion of DUID, as the officer told me.
We'll give you the long story short. He got shot with a taser. He no-sold it. He punched 5 cops. He ended up in county. It was great. But
But then,
but
Remember,
they
don't
realized
tase me,
shit-
bro. That was him.
Actually, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say
the
something that
actual
might
short
be considered
version,
pretty
he
bad.
got pulled over for anxiety, essentially.
So basically,
Yeah.
because like somebody called my car in for swerving, might have been, it was late, and they basically like gave me a field sobriety test. I passed that, but because of my anxiety, my big expressive baby blue eyes, they're like, this kid might be on meth. Was their serious
Oh,
first thought?
jeez.
Like,
Oh my
Okay,
God.
Charles,
Way
we
to
get
jump
it.
to
You've got
conclusions.
handsome, beautiful blue eyes. Shut
no,
up.
I'm sorry.
it, Charles, you're
I
cute.
gotta flex them when I can, boys. But no. So what
It's
happened?
they can't even see us on the podcast.
Well, fine, Jordan, put up a picture of me so I can flex him.
Yeah, I'll put only his eyes,
7
though.
pictures.
Only
But
his eyes.
only
like,
my eyes. Only my
Yeah,
eyes.
Yeah, okay.
No, don't just put Jordan's cutout
fucking
eyes on the.
freaky.
Or, sorry, Charles'
No,
cutout
no,
eyes.
Insert
Eyes.
picture of deer in headlights here.
Don't put a picture
Straight
of just
up.
Charles's cutout eyes on the fucking screen. It's gonna look like a fucking horror movie.
You know, it'd be funny if I just put like the eyes, not like your skin between, but just the eyes. Like
Just massive
Just the eyes. That would be
That's
so
fucking
uncanny.
Keep his
That-
eyes
that's
reflected in the
eyes.
No,
podcast.
so what
Dog's
happened was,
eyes.
so God damn, I'm liking this Josh. I'm liking this Josh a lot. But no, so when
Hi, Chiefy. Hi.
so what happened is that I went to my court date. The court date, the district attorney of where I was basically said, hey, no charges have been pressed. If you get another thing in the mail, come to that date. So I waited for months and months and months and months and months. And I think it was either a little before or a little after the previous podcast, I actually got a note from them saying, hey, we're not pressing any charges. You don't have to go to court. So that was like a load off my
That
mind. Like
seems
I was
way
certain
too
of it.
late.
Like I gave the motherfuckers my blood just to prove it. I'm like, you want to draw blood? I'm like, yes. They even looked a little surprised when I told them that. They're like, wow, barely anybody wants to do. Okay, like
It can only ever work in your favor.
yeah, I know.
Right.
I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's like, let's see. Yeah, go ahead, do it. I can assure you. And
yeah,
Yeah.
I can guarantee you, there's nothing wrong with my blood, and
Yes, take
I'm not
my
on
blood.
drugs.
If you refuse the blood test that they want to give you, as soon as you get released, you go and get your own.
yeah, no,
And
I've
that's
heard.
the one that the court will go off of. And
No,
if you
yeah.
were intoxicated, your the content in your blood will be far less.
Yeah, it's true.
Mhm.
No, it's
And
very
this is
true.
why I'm Doom TV's lawyer.
That's true.
Very nice.
Oh, hell
Very
yeah.
nice. Yeah, but that was like I knew I was gonna get out of that just fine. But load off my mind though, for real.
Mm. Oh yeah, I mean, like just the genuine like shock you would have gone through, just been like, are you serious right now?
I'm like, I've had it drilled into my head as a small boy not to fucking break the law and be a good boy. So this is this was all kind of stressful.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah.
how we talk about how cute you are in the podcast. You know they listen in jail.
Oh,
They're gonna
my
know
God.
how cute you are going in.
Oh my god, it's true.
yeah,
You wouldn't
all
last
our,
two
all
minutes.
our audience is just people in
sometimes even
jail.
good boys have to go in the doghouse, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if we're not careful, Brandon's going to hear all this and make a Noise Boys VN about us.
Oh my
It's
god.
true.
I want that to happen.
Only if my face changes every time you see me.
he needs to be.
I want to be the okay. So if I'm the
know how-
girl,
you know
if,
how
if
all
we're
the,
all
you
girls,
know how
I
all
want
the
to have the
sprites-
biggest tits,
that
please.
means Doom. Wait. So your face changes every time, Doom. Would you be like what are you like the Stephen King It monster where you
Wait.
shapeshift?
Are we talking about if Brandon
My
made
God,
a
that
visual
makes so much
novel and we
sense.
were all like chicks?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I'm talking something like the closest thing I think of is something like Dream Daddy.
Like, I hate that so much.
Like a
Like a-
dating
like
sim.
a dating sim essentially. But like,
But what about
But
Volcano
here's how it
High,
would work.
everybody's favorite?
here's how it would work.
Yo,
here's how
Volcano
it would work
High
for-
looks fucking sick, and I don't care who knows it.
Shut
I so
up,
want
dude.
to.
It looks
I
terrible.
want to try it.
It looks
I wanna
absolutely
see how
fucking
weird
awful.
it is.
Wait,
Here's how it
hold
would
on.
work
What is Volcano High? Someone educate me.
Oh,
Bro,
Jesus.
the-
It's
like
a furry
dinosaur-
dinosaur cringe fucking...
Dinosaurs aren't furries.
They are,
Yeah.
they're scalies,
They're
but it's the same
scalies.
thing. It doesn't
Basically, it's a
matter.
bunch of like
It's a
bunch of
Tumblrite
like
fucking hipster
dinosaurs at a high school or something. I don't know, but they're
Uh-huh.
humanoid, and it's kind of stupid. But I'm like, I really want to see what happens.
I really hope there better
It's
be
so
a character,
cringe.
two characters, one named Mr. Volcano and one named Tyrannosaurus Alan. If there's not, this game sucks.
Hello, Mr. Volcano.
I still don't agree that people call them scalies because dinosaurs are more in common with birds.
That's
than
true.
fucking lizards.
That's true.
Man, they don't
my
have
true
feathers, so we
reasoning
can't call them feathers.
for being on this podcast today is to spread the word of Raptor Jesus.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
When the Velociraptor comes, only those with the most succulent livers will be saved.
Hey,
So,
Raptor Jesus, can you tell regular Jesus
succulate
he owes
those
me
livers, folks.
$20?
But what about the Jesus? What's that band? The Jesus Lizard.
King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards?
No, there's Jesus Lizard as well. I'm sure, right?
And so, which one are any of you familiar with the old show Thomas, the Tank Engine?
Yes.
course.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So they have Shining Time Station and all that, right?
Yeah.
So you guys remember a character named Schemer?
I don't remember
Oh,
Schema.
I don't remember Schemer.
He was always coming up with
Isn't he
these
the guy from
get
Doug?
rich. No, he's from Shining
It's
Time
Skeet?
Station.
Oh, I thought he
That's
was from
Skeeter. That's
Oh,
Skeeter.
Skeeter. Hey, Skeeter.
Skeeter, pumpkin eater.
Hey, Doug, you're a beta
So-
male. Patty doesn't want you.
So,
Oh, yeah, by the way, that
Schemer was
word's
the one
come-
that always had he had change for like the arcade machines, but he was also always coming up with these weird schemes to like
Oh,
get his
that's why
way
his
and
name's
whatever.
Schema.
He was like a
Oh, this
swiper, no swiping
motherfucker.
type of character.
Oh, he's the
okay.
schemer.
This motherfucker, hold on.
So this guy popped into my head earlier today. His name is something. I think it's wow. Anyway, it popped right back out. But no, Bradley Cooper, Bradley Edward Cooper.
Bradley
And no, Brian.
Is that Schema?
It's Brian Cooper. I remember now because it's the name of Paul Walker's character on the Fast and the Furious. Anyway,
okay.
back to the story. I was looking this guy up earlier because I was wondering what he's up to, and turns out he is in this cover band called the 6660s.
Mm-hmm.
Based out of LA, and they do weird satanic covers of old 60s love songs.
Wait, hold on. What? I did not know that there he is. I did not
Yep,
know.
there he is.
I did not know that there was a live action Thomas the Tank Engine though. That's
Yeah,
it was
live action
integrated into
people
the
in it.
show.
Yeah.
when was that integrated? It's always been
the whole time.
when the
Oh
show
no,
came
no,
out.
it's been in there since the beginning. That's
no.
when.
Yeah,
So
they
George
just-
Carlin was the original conductor, the tiny guy that everybody could see except for Schemer,
Yeah.
What?
and he
Are we
always
talking about the same Thomas?
dude.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
he's
we
right.
totally are.
I do recall there being live action
I
segments
don't remember
for
there
Thomas the
being
Tank
I
live
remember
action
this
people.
because
I
the
remember
last
there
time I
being,
watched
like,
Thomas the
I
Tank
remember a
Engine
few.
was
I remember
Driller
there
and
was like a
shit.
Christmas.
Great
I remember there was a Christmas one. It was pretty good.
Hiroshima. Schema. Anyway, well, that's weird. That's
little
something
little
I
fun fact from my
must have
from my day
suppressed.
on the line.
That's awesome.
I must have suppressed my memories of live action people in Thomas the Tank Engine.
Or maybe it just
It's very easy
flat
to
out wasn't in Australia.
Maybe because we
that's
had the British version, which is inherently the better version, because Ringo Starr was the guy that voiced Thingy.
Yes, he was.
Oh,
And
pretty
everyone
sure it was
says
Ringo.
he's the most underrated Beatle because
He's
of
pretty
it.
cool.
My mom loves Ringo Starr. She was very upset that her Ringo concert got canceled.
Because wasn't it
Yeah,
John
I would be
Travolta
too.
that did the voiceover for fucking Thomas?
No, that was in the movie. The one shitty movie from the 2000s.
I just thought it was John Travolta doing it the whole time.
No, it wasn't even John Travolta. It was that dude from 30 Rock.
Alec
Alec
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Yeah, it was Alec
Oh
Baldwin.
yeah, I get them confused.
I get Alec Baldwin and the climate change guy confused.
Oh, Al Gore.
Al Gore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they are
I would
so
love to
fucking
see
similar.
fucking Alec Baldwin
I
try
could
to
see
play
Al
Al Gore.
Baldwin.
I could see them both wearing capes.
Yeah.
I can just totally picture him saying, "I invented the internet."
He did though. He invented the Ethernet cable. Well, the company that he worked for did.
I know this is a very off-topic thing, but I want to also tell this random small story
Yeah.
that probably will not even get a laugh. But anyway, I don't care.
Yeah, go ahead.
So anyway,
I'm gonna laugh twice
It
as
was
hard now.
actually on the way to the last podcast that we recorded. Me and Josh were in the car.
Mhm.
We just had lunch. And we were driving towards my house, and in the distance, I have good enough vision to drive without glasses, but it's still a little bit fuzzy further on.
Right.
Anyway, I'm I see in the distance, so I'm like, what the? fuck is that? Is that a Freddy Fazbear cosplay? Like a big like Freddy Fazbear suit? Like in the distance, like I could see, and then I get closer, and it's just some woman in a hijab. I'm like, what the?
Goodness.
How did I get that confused with Freddy Fazbear?
Yo, you need glasses at all times. No,
but it was like a brown colored. It was a brown colored like hijab or whatever, like this massive like what they wear, like the big cloaks, right?
Yeah.
Like and it had like a black top to it, so I thought that was the black hat that Freddy Fazbear wears, and that the rest was his brown like torso, right? And Josh is like, "That's really racist." I'm like, "No, it's not. I just thought it was Freddy Fazbear."
You know what?
Nobody, fucking asshole.
Everybody has had that moment where you look at something for a split second.
The first thing I thought was, "It's Freddy Fazbear. Why are they walking down the street?"
Yeah, it's such like you see something so weird that your brain just auto corrects the dumbest thing ever.
This sounds like the Slenderman moments you used to have.
Oh, that happened. Yes, I never wanted to
we
talk
just
about
started
it.
a series for only in
It
Australia.
was, however, not. It was just some woman in a hijab.
I guess I'm gonna have to tell
Jordan,
the story.
Are we
now.
gonna have to start a series called Only in Australia?
Only in
I mean, like, I'd probably be the only
Watch out
person
for
to
them
get that
drop bears.
confused as Freddy Fazbear. Like, straight up. Anyway, that's my one story I did want to say today, at least, and I'm sure there'll be more. But I just wanted to say that before I forget.
Since you did bring it up, though, Josh, and I hate you for doing this, and I'm only going to tell the really short SparkNote version of this.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Somebody at my college many years ago thought it would be funny.
Many moons.
The most moons ago. I can't even count how many moons. Dressed up as Slender Man and stood around in the middle of the road. And I almost hit him in the middle of the road. And I just had found the videos. So it was
like
one
the,
of the
concrete giraffe or whatever it's
It
called.
was
Yeah.
at the height of Marble Hornet's tenacity.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's you. That's Lil Karibo's version of it. Concrete giraffe or whatever it is. Yeah, Marble Hornets. Yeah.
When that happened to me, y'all, like my brain, like my whole reality broke at one moment, and I wasn't even doing drugs or anything.
Jesus.
I was just like, "What is fucking life anymore?" I was traumatized for like ever.
It probably would have been like quite new to like everybody. So like someone's just sort of
certainly was.
Someone was sort of like, I'm gonna capitalize off of this and dress up as Slender Man.
No, it was
Just sort of
perfect.
Yeah.
It was the
that's
perfect time to do
crazy.
so, and a lot of people were doing that around here in the north where we have a lot of woods.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, that's creepy, man.
Zero
That's
gets
fucking
it
straight
because
up
he's
creepy.
also from a land of many woods as well.
Many woods.
Yeah.
James
Gee
Woods.
whiz. James Woods. Did they remove that episode?
No, there's
Why?
Family Guy.
Why would they?
Wait, why?
I swear. I don't know. There was like one where they didn't air it. Like I think it might have been the Jewish one.
Maybe.
I don't know.
And there was one where they talk about Jews. He's like, I need a Jew.
No, that aired. I saw that.
Well,
they only took it on Fox for like a minute, and then they were like, "Yeah, we don't need it on there."
Because I read stories about it.
No,
like,
no. It was for a
that
little
was
bit.
back when Family Guy was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Seems
That's
political.
I think that's the joke where the clouds are like, tonight we strike tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah,
it's really weird.
At the strike of dawn, we
it's like the
ride in.
clouds.
Yes, I'm serious
And I mean
about
it
it.
this time.
I'm too.
I mean it this time. Yeah, I'm too. I remember that. It's just clouds with mouths.
Do you think four people, like out of all five of us, do you think we could piece together the entire Family Guy series? Just
Absolutely.
on like
From
the vague
quotes?
pieces we know.
Well, I don't know because
I might be
like
capable of doing it like somewhat on my own.
a lot of episodes, like the jokes are you can attach them from the episode and not know what the fuck they're talking about. That's the one problem that Family Guy has.
We were talking about
compared to,
this
like-
yesterday, actually.
Oh, really?
Really?
Well, me
Really?
and Josh were talking about. Funnily enough, me and Josh were talking about The Simpsons and how, like, you know, one episode might have this gag that you don't know what the episode is because the underlying plot is completely different from the beginning of the show to where it is at the end.
Yeah.
So, like, and then it never resolves. Like, it's just sort of like, well, it semi-resolves or whatever.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
Simpsons has this really
I had a
cool theme.
moment like that not that long ago.
For instance, with the dog and the shifty eyes from the Mel Gibson episode.
Yes.
What did that dog do? What is he up to?
What is he doing right now?
We never found out what happened to that dog.
I feel like he's the same dog that was actually a coyote in the Peruvian Pepper episode.
But
Yo, I
that
love
was
that episode so much.
Johnny Cash.
Find your soulmate. Yeah, it was Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash has shifty eyes, or he did. These days, I don't know.
He's now dead. Yeah.
I don't know what his eyes are like nowadays.
I love Johnny Cash. He's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
Darn tootin'.
What a nice guy.
He's a very
He
nice
did a good
man.
cover of that one what's his name song? Yeah, 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
I just watched a whole video about that and like how Trent was honored that it happened, but it was so weird to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think like anyone would be like, holy fucking shit, why would Johnny Cash, out of all people, want to cover my song that I made because I was angsty and sad?
Yeah.
Because that's what it feels like to lose June Carter.
Fact.
Aww.
No, that happened. He recorded that before June Carter died.
Yeah.
I thought he recorded it afterwards.
No,
it
June
was a
Carter
little
died.
before.
June
Little
Carter's
before.
in the film clip, right?
5 months
Isn't
before,
she?
5 months before he did, and that song had been out.
Yes, but didn't
Yeah.
she lose her mind before she died?
Bro,
Maybe.
I'm not a June Carter expert here. I just watched the movie
You know what's
once.
You know what's another strange 9 Inch Nails thing in media?
What's that?
In Black Mirror, recently, they made an episode about Miley Cyrus making covers of 9 Inch Nails songs. And it was really weird.
that. I remember
I
that
never
season
want to
4,
hear
I
any
think.
of that.
Yo, can
Yeah,
I
it
be
was the
real with you
latest
guys?
season.
Really?
Can I be real with you guys? I cannot for the life of me get into Black Mirror. I've tried so many
Really?
times.
Same.
I don't even know
I
what the
don't
fuck
think you're
that is.
supposed to be able to get into Black Mirror. You may be the only normal person here.
I
I
just
didn't like it either.
I tried. Like
I don't even know what it is.
It's an So it's a Netflix kind of anthology series where it's like kind of like it's kind of like Twilight Zone-ish, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it really is. But the thing it has going for it is there's no continuity, or there's very small amounts of like references.
Yeah.
But there's no
It's like-
continuity. Every episode is a different story.
Yeah.
And that's why I enjoy it. You can watch 1 or 2 a day and be like, it's like a new movie every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I think they're
some are
fairly
like shorter
50-50.
some are shorter than 15 minutes, some are longer than an hour. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they also like all tie together in like strange, like little tiny subliminal moments.
thematic ways.
Yeah, little
'Cause that's-
subliminal
'cause that's what
things and, like-
That's what
do.
I'm looking for.
Is that just
Yeah.
the Dark Tower again?
Well, like I actually ended up watching it out of order by accident, thinking the first episode was that Star Trek episode. And they took
Oh yeah, the
That
last
guy
episode
made-
of the 3rd season.
yeah. That's the thing. Like I thought that was the first episode, but apparently no. I was like, wait, what? And then my friend's like, no, it's the episode where the president fucks a pig, and you're like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
which by the way, yeah, on paper sounds fucking weird, but very
Yeah,
fucking
you just said that, and
Was
everyone's
that the
like,
president
yeah.
or the prime minister?
Prime Minister. Sorry, not
Yeah,
president.
yeah.
Prime
Yeah,
Minister.
Either way,
Same
you
thing,
said
right?
that sentence, and we're all like, yeah.
Yeah, he like straight up fucks a pig.
Oi, Mr. Prime Minister!
You put your dick inside a hog again, are you?
Andy!
And then the pig goes.
What a selfless act.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but no, Black Mirror is it's a good show, but I understand that. Charles.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah,
it's very negative. Almost every episode ends in a terrible
Oh no,
way.
I've heard it's very.
That's what I didn't like about it at all. Like, I can deal with some shit, but like...
But I like that because I'm like, a lot of movies are like, here's the good ending that happens and everyone's happy. And I'm like,
you need a sad ending every once in a while. You need something to
that's
not
why
work
I like
out
Donnie
all the
Darko
time.
so much, because like it's such a fucking melancholy ending. And you're like, oh god, okay. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna say it just in case people want to watch that film.
yeah.
But like, you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, it's been
I
like
love that
25 years though.
Yeah, it's been 19 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, fair
Came
enough.
out in
I'm a little bit off.
2001.
I
Yeah, it
actually
has to
could
be-
not get down with that film. I don't know why.
Nah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I'm
I
more
love it.
when it comes to Richard Kelly's films. I'm more of a fan of Southland Tales, personally.
I should probably watch that.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Southland Tales.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. Yeah.
It's such a
It's the
mind-bogglingly.
best worst film.
I actually kind of agree. It's so fucking passionate. It's like Richard Kelly just vomiting all the passionate things he has to say about stuff and just throwing it on the script and just telling Dwayne Johnson, what's that one
Wait,
guy?
Dwayne Johnson's in it?
Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, it's got like Dwayne
Jesus
Johnson,
Christ.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's
You
got
mean Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
Yeah,
It's
sorry
got
guys.
it's
Jesus,
got
Sean
Sean
William
William
Scott
Racist
is my
Timberlake.
favorite part of that movie. Sean William Scott is my favorite part of that movie.
Sean William Scott, Justin Timberlake, Mandy
Justin
Moore.
Timberlake is pretty good.
Justin
Like a
Timberlake.
soldier.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, what was the
He's
song?
awesome.
I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier.
Not a soldier.
Yeah, there's like a whole
That's,
trip out scene.
That's
Yep.
the Killers, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
There's a sequence, like, I won't give the full context, but it's
It
like one of the
kills me every
characters
time
is
I hear that
tripping,
song.
and Justin Timberlake's character has like a short music video-esque stint in which he sings The Killers, all these things that I've done, and it's actually kind of it's so fucking like I said, this is like the most
It's
passionate film he's
extremely
done.
trippy.
It's so much fun. It's like that movie that like where it's like, I don't know if I love this, but I fuck with it.
I read contracts because of that film, because sometimes you lose more than the pinky you promised.
Let me just go through the rest of the cast. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Sean William Scott, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Mandy Moore, Will Sasso, John Lovitz, Beth Grant,
Will
Jill
Sasso's in it.
Yep.
Justin
you have to
Timberlake.
see this movie.
Is he sassy?
I watched this movie. I was at a friend's house, 2012, and they had a beautiful VHS collection, and this was one of the VHSs there, and I pop it in, and the next like 2.5 hours of my life.
Yeah, it's a long film.
Jesus,
No, it's like it also has it also has Christopher Lambert in this movie.
And apparently Kevin Smith as well. Like, who was it?
It's an all-star cast for
Dude,
like
all I
the
can think
most
of now
wild
is
like shit
fucking-
film that you will ever watch.
It's the perfect mid-2000s cast.
Oh my god, it really is. So it's just so I'll just kind of go into it. It's basically it's set in this future version of 2008 Los Angeles where there was this giant nuke that was set off near Los Angeles, and it's basically set the world into like mega martial law. And like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character is this film star who has ties to the Republican Party, who has a movie script for a movie he wants to make that also foretells the end of the world.
What?
This sounds like the most psychotic thing I've ever heard, and I
Dude,
can't believe
this
I've
movie-
never
this-
seen it.
What?
This
Why does
movie's
he
plot
have
is
end
so
of the world
overlapping
shit?
that you
Yeah,
have to
it's-
watch it time and time
Richard
again.
Kelly likes doing end of the world stories.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah, Richard Kelly's a big fan of end of the world narrative.
I like that though. That's
Yeah.
cool.
It's
I
trippy as hell.
understand. I'll have to watch it. Is it on Netflix?
I don't know about Australian Netflix, but
Probably not, 'cause
Like I
Australia
said, I
fucking
watched
sucks.
it on VHS.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, go find a VHS player.
cool. I'll do that.
I'll send one to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, hell yeah.
I've got
you still
tens.
have a PlayStation 2 that works as well, so that's the part that trips me out.
I have 3 PlayStation 2s and 1 that works.
Wait, hold on. PlayStation 2s just don't break. What do you mean you're surprised?
Okay, because Zero, the thing is the disc reader in the
Whoa, whoa,
PS2, like if like the disc reader in the PS2 is prone to have this error in which if you play a lot of like DVDs in it, like it damages the reader or something or overrides it.
Yeah.
That, and
Oh,
also
good thing I didn't watch a lot of DVDs in mine.
Oh.
I just used to play games.
that,
I've
and
been,
also
I've been
the
through 3 of them now. I'm on my
Yeah.
3rd and it's starting to go.
Yep.
yeah, the disc tray. If you have the disc tray version, like
Mhm.
it tends to like stiffen up and it won't actually move. That's
Yeah.
the problem that I had with my PS2. But
luckily,
but I, don't
I have
one
a
anymore.
luckily I have a knowledge of inner electronics, and I've been able to switch out the
Well, that works.
the laser reader.
Interior electronics alligator.
Well, I have a PlayStation 1, but I don't have a PlayStation 2. And I got that PlayStation 1 for $10 with like 19 games. For $10,
Is
it was
is
great.
it the one that's like the size of a CD player?
Yeah, it's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, I
guess the
love
same
that
one.
one.
Yeah.
That one's
I've got
Yeah,
the
it was
same one.
awesome.
Those things are
I
cool.
I got Crash 1 and 2. I didn't get 3, unfortunately. I got like Spyro 2, The Emperor's New Groove.
That
on
game is
PlayStation.
actually not bad. That era of PS2 Disney games were not bad.
Oh, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I got a bunch of other things. I think I got that Bugs Bunny game or Tasmanian Tiger game or some shit as well. There are a lot of platformers. Like, all these games were like kids' platformers. I'm like, I can really sit down and play these one day.
Do you have a
Lemony
Nintendo
Fresh.
shit cube?
The Nintendo shit game.
I do have a Sega Dreamcast that I've been trying to find a use for.
Do you have a Super
Oh my
Nintendo,
God.
told me
Sega
you had
Genesis,
Dreamcast.
please?
I haven't
Original
hit
Sega
no, I
Genesis?
did tell you I have a Dreamcast, but I have a hard time trying to find games.
Yeah, dude, games for the Dreamcast. You got to hit up eBay.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of really good games. The unfortunate thing about the Dreamcast is because it's became kind of like a retro collector's
It's
like
definitely a niche
dream.
item.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, like I have two of them because they each have different issues,
Mhm.
and then I bought most of my games before it got really, really popular.
Yeah.
So,
Bingo.
like, I have stuff like Resident Evil 2 and Zombies Revenge. Oh my
There-
god, Zombies Revenge.
Wait, was
That
Resi
is
2
a
on the
game to get.
Dreamcast?
Yeah, Code Veronica was.
Really? Oh god.
No, Resident Evil 2 was as well. I
Oh
had
yeah,
Resident Evil 2
oh yeah,
before.
they ported it over. You're right.
So, but
That's so
Zombies
weird.
Revenge, I've got to tell you guys, is since we're talking about the Dreamcast, is probably one of the best games on the Dreamcast. Best as in, like, it's a fun arcade shooter with the worst possible voice acting you could think of.
You got
Worse than Earthworm
It's
Jim?
literally just it's like it's a third person like arcade shooter, and some of my favorite lines are like every time you pick up a bullet, a character goes bullets.
Bullet.
And then there's this cutscene where this guy comes down with a helicopter and he just says, and in this tone, grab the rope. It's amazing.
I was
So that's what I highly recommend.
Josh.
Dreamcast game.
Yo, since we're on topic of the Dreamcast, I was one of the few kids who actually got a Dreamcast back in the days. And like
Lucky.
I played different games on it, and my favorite fucking game of all time that if I could go back and revisit to see if it holds up is, believe it or not, a game Jordan would want to play nowadays since he's been getting into the series, sort of the Berserk Guts' Rage.
Oh,
yeah, that
really?
game's great.
Hey, that's going to be one of my things, by the way. I'm going to talk about
A little later.
on my title still pending.
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is.
Well, whatever,
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, go on.
But yeah, no, this game was fun. It's basically the whole game is like, I think it's like loosely based on chapters of the Berserk manga, and like you play as Guts and you just move forward and you just attack everything that's getting after you. Just you hit it with your big sword, you hit it with your fucking crossbows, daggers, and it's.
Oh,
it is
so this is like
Use the fullest, Luke.
so this is after the anime. Like
Yeah.
this is
after the 90s series.
I'm
No.
only
So
like
it's perfect. Like if you've watched the original anime and then you play the Dreamcast game, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Also,
that'd be
highly
awesome.
recommend that Muso one they made on PS4 a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
It's really good.
Berserk for the PS4. Yeah, that game looks dope.
You watched Berserk 2.0?
Here's the funny thing. I got the Berserk movie at a thrift store a couple months ago.
Mhm.
I left it in my car, so I haven't watched it yet.
Uh-huh.
And I watched parts of the original anime back in the day
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because a buddy had a DVD set.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we watched it. At his
God, that'd be
place.
so cool
I
to have
haven't
the DVD
seen
set.
the anime from start to finish, but I know what happens just because
Yeah.
I had buddies who were into it and we talked about it all the time.
Oh yeah.
I also know about how long it took for Guts to get off the fucking boat.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
the
My
boat.
friend Kian was telling me, like, we sat down about it because he's like, don't tell me anything that happens, but I want to know, like, what happened with this whole hiatus thing. He's like, oh man, it was the absolute worst thing in the world. Having to wait that long for him to get off a fucking boat, to get off the boat, then to get back on the fucking boat again for like another 200 years. And you're like, oh my God. So
it's
yeah,
bananas.
I'm very excited to see that.
Yeah.
I need to
still
watch
remember
Berserk
like
at some
that's-
point.
Like when that chapter came out, that's when Demolition D made his whole fucking video to the Proto Men music.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
Oh,
god,
really?
there's a new chapter of Berserk. What?
Dude, I love Demo. If I could get Demo on the podcast, I would, but I don't know if that's going to be possible.
I mean, I do have a connection to him, kind of. Maybe. I
But
don't know.
we
Sexy.
already have
Do
a
it up.
guest.
Yeah, we have a guest. His name is Josh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why you guys like make this whole thing be like, we have a guest here. I'm like, yeah, they're here. Thanks for making it known that they're
No, that's the joke.
that they're here.
That's the
Don't
joke.
worry.
Completely become
I'm
the
sure
joke.
Josh feels wonderful now that you put him on the
If
spot.
I can for a moment gush about one more Dreamcast game that I fucking love so much.
Yeah,
Power Stone
absolutely.
2.
Gush
Power Stone
away.
2.
Oh my god, so good.
Power Stone 2
Josh
is
away.
the
I got,
goat.
I got the Power Stone collection for PSP.
Oh, that's
Power
sweet.
It's good, but it's not
I'm a
the
Google
same.
Power Stone, so I know what this is.
Power Stone 2
It's
is
so
so
I've heard you
It's-
guys
you know
mention
what's hilarious?
so many great
Our pal-
games.
Our pal Vegeta3986 has seen the anime, hasn't played the game.
Oh, I have.
Oh, God,
I've
this
seen
looks
the
sick.
There's
Yeah,
an
this looks
anime
like a
of
lot
it
of
too,
fun.
and the anime's actually not bad.
I haven't seen the anime, but I played the fuck out of the game.
Oh my god!
Is it like a fighting game?
Yeah, it's like an
It's
arena fighter.
Smash.
Oh,
It's
nice.
like Smash.
It's sort of like
Ooh.
it's sort of like Smash. Like the whole gimmick is you play as these different characters
Third-person
from
Smash,
different parts of the
essentially.
world, and you collect. There's like these 3 little emeralds, and if you get 3
Dude,
of
it
them,
got a 5 out of 5 on eBay.
oh my god! Like, on eBay, the
eBay.
best
How
game
hard is that?
critic
It
site.
got
How hard
an
is that eBay
87%
crowd,
on a Metacritic. Well, that's just pretty good.
Um,
Tetsuya Shibata made it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
the composer.
The
hey guys,
it's basically
Hideki
like Smash,
Itsuno.
but like you collect these 3 emeralds, and when you get them, your character transforms into this more powerful
Terminal
version where you could
emeralds.
just sweep the floor with your opponent for like what is it, 10 seconds
That's
or something
dope.
like that?
Oh, there's a Power Stone collection on PSP.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
that's what
that's
Zero
what I
has.
said.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, dope. That's
the
awesome.
only thing that sucks about that is like it doesn't have 4-person multiplayer like the Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's the
version
only
does.
that's the only downer.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's a bit lame.
So
Well, cool. That's cool. I didn't know about it.
Mhm.
There you go.
so guys,
Mhm.
guys,
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
can I throw a new segment at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Give us
Okay.
a little taste.
I have
I'm
been for
excited.
the last little while collecting pictures of a certain type of thing.
Mhm.
I want to call the segment "Amazing Bumper Stickers."
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I've got a few.
So I'm gonna tell you what this bumper sticker says, and then I'm gonna post it into the chat so you guys can see it.
Okay.
I've noticed mostly these when I'm in like a drive-through or I'm waiting somewhere in my car,
Yeah.
or I'm in traffic. I notice these, and if I get a chance to, I snap a photo so I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this bumper sticker says, and I'm going to leave a space so you guys can hear it. Your hole is my goal.
Your hole is my goal.
Is this a golf
heavy equipment
bumper sticker?
operator? Heavy equipment operator.
Oh.
And here's the picture.
That's just Shad That's just Shadman's old Twitter handle. Every hole's a goal.
Oh yeah, send the picture. Oh my god, that's funny as hell.
Oh
I
my
have
god.
a quote unquote bumper sticker that I actually put on my PC, and then I'll take a picture of it and send it to the thing.
But yeah, I live in this. I live south enough in Ontario that like I know a lot of people who like
Mhm.
country music and who put these bumper stickers on their fucking trucks.
yeah.
And I'm just like, I always see great ones. There was another one that I used
Yeah.
to see at a place I worked where it said, that said, if you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair.
I found this one. It just says I'd brap that. And you see a brap is the sound of an engine making a big sound.
But of course.
I saw that one in the wild at my mom's house. So yeah, I get your love of the shitty bumper stickers.
So that's why I'm like, every time I get a chance to, I try to find, and I see a hilarious bumper sticker. The problem is sometimes when I'm shooting it I'm doing it from my phone, so I don't want to make it look like I'm taking a picture.
But you are.
But yeah,
Well, so basically, because I can't send the image because it will just kick me, I guess.
you could just put it up in editing.
Oh, no.
I'll
Yeah.
put it up in editing, but it's a picture. It was a bumper sticker that I have on my PC instead, and it's just an anime girl eating a big sandwich, and she has her eyes are tearing up, and it looks very suggestive.
Oh boy.
but that's my bumper sticker on my PC because I'm like, I'm not putting this on my car.
So,
I did see
ladies
a
and
nice-
gentlemen out
I
there,
did
if
see
you
a-
have amazing bumper stickers that you've taken a picture of, please add us on Twitter.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
That'd
we
be an
should
awesome.
come up with a
So if-
hashtag.
Yeah, if you
Hashtag amazing bumper stickers. I don't
Hashtag
know.
bump the boys. No, that's
yeah,
terrible.
there you
That-
go.
that might get
what
in
about
trouble.
what about very sticky or something?
That's so much better. That's a little better, I guess.
What about
Everybody-
wait, hold on,
Hashtag
what
very
about-
sticky noise
Yes,
boys.
I was
Hashtag
gonna say,
very
what
We
about
gotta check
bump in the
this.
night?
We gotta check this. Who's gonna do the dive?
Wait, hold on, guys. What
I'm
about
afraid.
bump in the night? Has that been used?
Bumping what?
Bump in the night.
Bump in the night.
That is good as well.
How about noise bump?
I'd brap that.
I hate you because that's a thing. Hashtag very sticky exists.
Oh, let's not do that then.
Wow.
Well,
Why?
we'll
The
figure
second thing is
something
involved-
out. We'll figure something out, and I'll put a
we
little
just got
title.
trouble.
to it.
Shoot
the
it.
screen and
second
we'll
thing
put
is
it in the
involving
title.
marshmallows.
Sticky
It is
noise.
hashtag very sticky.
The
What about
sticky
sticky
noise. Sticky
Sticky
noise.
There you go.
I like sticky noise.
Anyway,
So yeah, that's my new segment. Thanks for coming to my TED
yeah,
Talk.
that's
Hell
great.
yeah.
That's a great
What a
segment.
wonderful
Yeah.
TED
We
got a new-
Talk.
we got
Ooh,
a
I
new
was watching a TED
segment.
Talk the other day.
Which
What
one?
was it about?
Reggie Watts.
Reggie Fils-Aimé.
Oh boy.
Oh, Reggie Watts is a
Reggie
solid one.
Watts. Yeah. Well, I just got this loop station, right? So I've been going back to my old loop influences, and
Mm.
Okay.
I forgot that Reggie Watts had done one of the best TED Talks of all time, and it's essentially him just bullshitting over the like projected like generic premise of a TED Talk for like 15 minutes. He does a pretty good job of just.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But my favorite.
I loved his bit where he talked about looping in the bedroom. He's like, yeah, like I just like I make something real seductive and as like me and a girl are getting into it. Like she like might moan and then she is back like, wait, are you looping this right now?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Me and Josh have this amazing idea for music where we want to do this loop. Like, tell them about Mike. What's his face? Tell them about Nutella Justice or whatever his name is.
Nutella Justice. I love him already.
Yeah, Nutella Justice, Mike
Dude,
Rebier
I
himself.
fucking love Nutella, man.
Yeah.
It's so good, mate.
Veggie boy.
Mike Rebier, I first became a Facebook fan of like 2015, maybe like early 16. But when he first started doing like Facebook live recordings of him in his hotel room, recording him like practicing making loops, and he was essentially what he does is just make music on the spot. I really can't describe it. It's just like it's his essence. I mean. In effect, with the loop station that he has and the other equipment, he is able to project himself very quickly into a sonic space. And so since then, I've kind of had that in the back of my mind as I've been getting my stuff together. And like 2 weeks ago, I received in the mail from Sweetwater. Thank you, Mr. Castro. That's my guy over there. This loop station that he has, because I looked during quarantine on the website and it had been marked down from its original price of $750 USD to the much lower, much more affordable $500.
Oh shit!
That's
nice.
good.
That's actually pretty good.
That's not bad.
That's a
That
whole
is really
$250 off, man.
That's really good.
That's nothing to bargain.
Oh yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure. And not only does it work as a standalone loop station effects system, and I mean it's a drum machine as well. It's got plenty of other stuff. You can look it up. It's the BOIS RC505. It's a wonderful thing. It's also an audio interface. So,
shit. Okay.
Yeah, I was actually testing earlier today to see if I could set it up to work through Discord, and it was a little choppy. So I decided not to go through it for the podcast. But next time, I guess so. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, there's always a next time.
Absolutely.
That's actually might be a cool kind of little topic. Because of the whole quarantine thing that's happened, and I mean it's less
coronavirus.
The coronavirus.
I've got the COVID.
Coronavirus
in my jeans. Anyway, so like in the light of this situation, I suppose. I guess here's a question. I'm not trying to take over, Doom. I'm just sort of like,
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway,
I have at least one.
My question is: have you guys bought anything or like? Purchase something that may have been a little more expensive, but like is worth it during this time.
Oh
like,
man,
have you gone out of your way and learned and like done something?
I've got one thing that I just ordered earlier today that goes in succinct with this. It's the Roland VT4, which is a vocal effects unit. It's actually supposed to be pretty darn good for streamers too. Like if you want to like change your voice for anything, you should check it out.
Dude, I want it so I can sound like an anime girl the whole time, and it'd be fucking like.
Heck yeah.
And all it is turning up pitch. For the most
I'd be like,
part.
oh my god, you guys have titty pictures.
Well, yeah, this one allows you to control the pitch, the formant, the balance, and the effect itself.
That is amazing.
I mean, it's even got harmony that you could, if you had a MIDI keyboard controller plugged in, add harmony up to,
the pitch
up to
and
8
harmony
different notes of harmony through the keyboard, which
that is awesome.
It's so cool.
So you
and
can sing
that
and then
also
harmonize
works
with
as an
yourself.
audio interface as well. So
I honestly think
say
that's
goodbye
awesome,
to your
man.
old thing.
That's really cool.
The
hell
end
yeah.
goal with all this equipment is that when me and him and our other friends start doing shows, is we want it to actually, instead of just being hip hop music, it's like it gets to exist in like a live form.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we want to sample the crowd and like cut shit back and like make it feel like a live show.
The
Oh, that's
RC505 essentially allows me to do everything that a DJ can do with turntables, except I'm doing it with sample
audio.
clips that I've sampled in the moment, right there on the spot.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's I don't think anyone else has done that, right?
That is
Mark Rebier
that is really cool.
pretty up there.
I sent him a video. He's the guy that did the Flamingo song. I don't know if y'all
Yes, he
watched that,
is.
but I posted it.
Oh, is
It's
that the
pretty good.
That's really cool. That's really cool and all, but I hope like you're still gonna do like your own stuff, because I'm not gonna lie. One of the things that I hate the most about going to a live show to see an artist that I want to see is when they don't do they don't play any of their stuff. They just fuck around. So
Oh yeah, no.
like
we'll
if I'm
definitely be
going to
doing-
see DMO push his album, I want to hear him do some of the tracks off his album.
Yeah.
goddammit.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Oh,
I want to
here's
hear the
another
Price
great
is
thing.
Right.
Here's another great
Live.
thing. It's got
Same.
the loop station's got 3 inputs, and this is I'm gonna get a mixer too for live shows because that's just the way to do it, and fucking wireless mics while I'm at it, because obviously.
Because why not at this
but
point? Yeah.
Exactly. So obviously you can take tracks that backing tracks that you would use for a performance, and I can run them into the aux line in one of the 3 on here, one specifically for microphone, one for musical instruments, like left and right, so it's stereo input, and then there's one aux input that I could just run a regular 3.5 millimeter audio cord from, as simple as my phone to the unit, and I can sample from that, play the track back as much as I want. Then at the end, I can
That is
play with all the
cool
things
as
I've
shit.
sampled from the track in live time over the course of the song. Yeah,
Oh, man.
dude,
That's
it's a
really
wonderful piece of equipment.
So
I
I
love
can
it.
see that being so like crazy for people, like, because I know that people who do chiptune stuff, they already have to have like a interface with like a Game Boy to get like the authentic sound and shit.
That's one
Yeah.
way
I
to
just
do
see
it.
so many possibilities.
Yeah, there's a band that I've recently sort of like. God, what are they called? I'll open my Spotify.
Anamanaguchi.
I think that's actually them. They've got a
It's
song called
probably-
Lorem Ipsum, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Anamanaguchi. They're
When-
sick.
The
They
last
did
time I
the
went
Scott
to
Pilgrim thing, didn't they?
yeah, they did.
Yeah,
The sound-
they're fucking
game
dope, man.
soundtrack.
The last time I went to Anime
I'm hearing
Next,
voices.
Chipocrit was playing live, and he had a modified Game Boy Color rigged up to his audio interface, but he had all this equipment. But imagine if you could have something like what you've got, Josh, and be able to rig like the stuff. Because what he used is basically he used a Game Boy Color with a modified audio out, so he could do stereo audio.
Mhm.
Hell
And
yeah.
there's a cartridge you can get now for anybody who's a chiptune artist. It's literally a Game Boy cart, and it lets you control the entirety of the sound chip in the Game Boy without having to like desolder it and shit.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's crazy.
I've seen that. I found
So,
a
just
different
imagine.
workaround though, at for getting those types of noises. And that's that VT4 I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
It's sick now that like back like just to kind of bring it from Zero's point of chiptune, where like chiptune is in a sense like it's still modding of like something physical like a Game Boy. And I think it's crazy that like chiptune's been around for a long time. Like in a sense, it's been
Yeah.
what's been driving video games since the 80s and 70s. Like it's crazy now that like where somebody could just get a Game Boy and get all those sounds. Now all of those sounds are like now there's equipment out there that you can literally recreate any sound in the entire world. It's crazy
it's like that
how that
website
works.
that's like, oh, cool. Get SpongeBob to say cunt, and it's really funny.
Like there's one guy
Well,
I
I mean,
watch,
it is though.
there's one guy I watch on YouTube called the
cunt.
There's one guy on YouTube I watch called the 8-Bit guy, but he has a second channel called 8-Bit Keys, and what he often does is he'll talk about like
sorry, Charles, what's up?
Well, where are we at? I don't want to interrupt, but just
we're just talking about chip music still.
Okay.
And he takes like these keyboards that specifically have chips in them that a lot of like sound cards, like the Sound Blaster and shit, had back in the early PC days.
Okay.
So like he'll play something like the Ultima 4 theme on like a Yamaha keyboard he got like that was made for like kids or whatever, and it sounds the exact same because they're using the same chips in that keyboard that they used in the fucking Sound Blaster.
That's really
That's
cool.
cool as shit.
It's crazy, and now those are all samples. So,
dude, I think I mentioned on the last podcast, or maybe it was just a conversation we had. Sometimes it gets a bit like mixed, but
hazy.
Hazy. But like I absolutely adore shit like sampling. And especially very obscure shit. Yeah, we definitely talked about this on the podcast because I was talking about Nakey Jakey sampling Guts' theme. That was like the main thing we were talking about, I'm pretty sure. And like that was just so eye-opening to me when I heard that song in Berserk. I was like, this is Nakey Jakey's song. I'm like, wait a minute. But and I was like, what? This is awesome. And like obviously like the Great Fairy Fountain and shit. Like sampling is so cool, and I wish I knew how to do it more, because I do kind of one day want to dive into like music, maybe like really short songs. Like there's like a electronica artist that I listen to called Sewer Slut, and I'm pretty sure is a trans girl. I think that makes.
Sorry, did you say Sewer Slut?
Yeah, Sewer Slut, but with a V.
I dig it.
It's like essentially drum and bass electro with like random clips of anime, like Japanese fucking like culture and anime and shit in there.
That's really cool.
And it's really cool. Sewer Slut. So like I'll spell it out to you. Pretty sure it's Sewer Slut, like that.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm pretty sure.
So if I had the voice
really
dubs,
cool.
if I had the voice dubs on my phone, I could do that in live time.
That is sick.
That is sick.
But like,
I could literally just scroll through and find the one I want and hit play when I need it, and it just runs through.
It's cool as shit. Like Sewer Slut's really cool because like it's like a drum and bass electro ambient music, like electronica, and I know a lot of people aren't into that kind of stuff, but I think it's cool.
I come from an industrial electronica background, somewhat actually.
Yeah, hell yeah! Like, I love that. I love that.
Shout outs to Recessive Synthesis,
yes,
and the counterpart in Caldwell, Texas, right now.
We miss you, Dalton. Come back at some point.
Yeah, bring it back, the double D.
It's so weird because like for a long time, me and him moved so far apart, and like I just stopped doing music completely, and then like Josh just kind of kept doing like whatever music he could really do.
Anything I could find. There isn't much around here.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just so happened, like, right as I got out of the army, like, we have a third person who also is in here named Caleb. We have
shout-outs to
the
Void.
Three of us. Shout-outs to Void. The three of us have, like, a crew. And, like, that's why, like, all this instrumentation stuff that Josh just grabbed during quarantine, because we're getting back to that. Mm-hmm. But, like, it's kind of cool because, like, for a long time, it was like mining Caleb's idea, and then me and Caleb went off to do other projects, and Josh has kept the idea of Bad Will going. And now, because he's been so determined to like make something dope out of this, the thing has just snowballed into something so crazy that I'm so excited to work on. And obviously, quarantine is still kind of a thing going on, so it's not like
it is.
Things are getting back to normal.
I think they just said that Ontario's opening up to stage 2. So
us, we're at stage 3 or 100 people things. So like but we haven't had a case in Townsville, my city, for like 2.5 months. So we're not in the whole, we're wearing masks everywhere. It's your choice to wear masks because no one has it in our town. It's a very small town. We don't have an international airport.
Right.
Like it's very secluded compared to everywhere else. However, Australia is not yet free of it. We've got like places like Victoria still have like 200 something cases that have just sort of spread. A small second wave is apparently happening, but like
our state did a half pipe.
Oh,
we went down. I
can imagine how it is in the States. Like we see it all the time. Like, oh my god! Like it's
hell.
Help me! I'm gonna die. But yeah, like it's basically It's
No,
basically,
you're not gonna die. Get it together. You're on the Noise Boys.
Yeah, we're not gonna die. We're happy.
You can't die. You got the noise.
Yeah, and the boys as well. All of us. Are we gonna this is a genuine question to you guys. Are we gonna get like a chick on here at one stage?
Yeah.
we've always
I've
had.
I was gonna say.
I've
my
thought about
next
this.
guest is probably gonna be like.
Yeah.
Hey,
thought
we're not
about
gonna
this
say who it
for
is. Wink, wink. But
We're not gonna say who it is.
I've
I want
thought
to
about
keep
this
this.
for
I
so
can
fucking long.
unlock
Like, what
my
do we-
door, and my ex-girlfriend will come in like 5 minutes.
I don't think
No,
we
how are we gonna
need.
do
We don't
that?
need Taylor on here.
let's get Taylor
Well,
Swift
that,
on the
that's
we-
just
podcast.
the
we got-
thing.
we
If
got
I
someone.
unlock my
It's
door,
cool.
it'll just happen.
we got someone. It's cool.
That's
It's cool.
right.
Just a woman will appear.
Josh, some better doors are left closed.
So
This is why I close myself
Anyway,
off to the world,
dude,
and women
Stuff
just
we've
appear to me.
copped in the middle of quarantine.
we
What
we have a segment we got to do. Dude, we got to introduce it.
No, we're not done this segment.
Real quick,
wait, what's the
stuff we've
segment?
copped in quarantine. I just got a new bed. I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah.
I could love something so much
Fuck, I forgot
until
this
I
was
got
the
a bed.
thing.
Yeah.
I forgot this was the segment. That
I
we were
didn't
doing.
forget because
Wait,
I wanted to
did
put
you
over
go
how
with the
nice my
purple
bed
bed?
is. No, I ended up getting the nectar bed because it was a little bit cheaper, but I'm in
It
love
also
with the thing.
sounds sleeker and, dare I say, sexier.
It came with 2 fucking free pillows, bro. I
Purple
love it.
bed
Oh
sounds.
my God,
that
man,
is
I
sexy.
fucking
That
can't-
sounds
I
dope.
can't
Dude,
live
Tim and
without
Eric
pillows.
do
I
the
love
fucking.
them.
Tim and Eric do the fucking commercials for Purple Bed, and it's fucking nuts.
Nothing's better than a new bed in my opinion. I fucking love. Oh, I'm tired from talking about
I
beds.
need one.
Oh.
I
Anyway,
have been running
I
with
need
the
one, but I'm
same
waiting till I
futon
move.
mattress since 2012.
Oh man.
But
yeah,
it
I've had
is,
the
it
same.
is a
I've had the
soft
same
touch.
bed, but I've had a new mattress for about a year and a half now.
Yeah.
And it's it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Zero. What have you purchased this?
Yeah, what you copped? What you
Nothing.
copped in the quarantine?
Most of the stuff that I've bought that I'm getting in the mail is stuff I bought months ago because limited run and play.
Yeah, like I just got the Shikari fucking stuff like the other day.
I also love
still
Wish.com.
haven't gotten my DGD album. It's
Yeah.
still I still
Mhm.
hasn't
Yeah,
arrived,
that's
so I don't know
that's
what's
kind of
happening.
that's kind of bad.
What I haven't been spending that much because I've been trying to save up because I'm moving at the end of the year.
Oh, holy shit!
That's cool.
Moving on up
So
to the east
Moving
side.
up in the world.
to that
Coming to
deluxe
visit
apartment in
Doom and the
Canadian
other
sky.
guy.
it basically is because I
And I-
still live at my folks' house. And
Yeah.
my mom is retiring next year, and I'm like, I don't want to be here when she's retired.
I don't
Yeah,
blame you.
that's-
He don't
what-
want to be
that's my
there
mother-
when
that
she
That is fair
retires.
enough, my brother.
Yeah.
I
Should move into
understand.
Doom's basement.
No,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let me drive all the way down.
he's in Canada.
I'll come get you with a budget van.
My
you
thing.
won't be able to get into the country.
That's true. There-
I'm a
Wait,
reverend.
where
I can
there's
get
a-
anywhere I want
where
to
there's a
go.
will, there's a way, Zero. Don't make us come up there and foobar you down to
Listen,
America.
if you guys are going to come up to
Fubar.
Canada, instead you should play a show in Toronto.
I will,
Only if we can watch
I
Fubar
will,
wanna
1 and
come
2.
to
I
Canada.
will
Canada's
initiate
one of
my
Dude, I'll watch
Victorian
Fubar
race.
and Fubar 2 with you.
Canada's one of the places I actually do want to visit eventually.
Yeah.
It'll be in a few years though, because we're not allowed to travel. But
You know what? I may have to poke the people at Anime North. Be like, hey, can we get the noise?
yeah, let's get the noise
That'd be
boys.
sweet.
I've actually been looking at schools in Toronto.
hell yeah.
Namely, just Toronto University.
That's cool.
Apparently, they have
TU's
a really
alright.
good computer
Ooh.
engineering program.
Yes, they do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I haven't really been getting anything major. I mean, I guess but I got my PC and my capture card before quarantine. So
Mhm.
that
See,
doesn't count,
I purchased mine during quarantine, so that's my thing, the PC. So I haven't really got much to say. And
Yeah.
I fixed my car. I paid like $650 to fix my car, which is nice.
Ah,
yeah, the
I am with it. I am with it on the car there.
You slimy bastard.
Oh, that's right, Josh. You got a car too.
Yeah, dude. At quarantine, I had $0. Actually, like negative 100 and I think it was 118
Shit.
until I got that first unemployment check there. And since then, I have got myself the greatest car I've ever had. Completely redone my music studio, and
Ain't
that's
life good?
about it. Life is great. right now.
Oh, we've been playing the shit out of GTA Online as well.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
I should probably get into that one day. But
Me
I don't
too.
know.
Yeah,
if you do,
plays it
drop
on
into the server
PS4
and pull some
gets
heists with
free
us because
fucking
we
money
need peeps.
every day until it comes out on PS5.
That's
so.
awesome.
Maybe I
That's
should get
that's
it.
still crazy, by the way, that that's coming out on PS5.
Yeah,
I'm sure
I know.
GTA 5, a physical copy of that would be like $5. And
Everybody was so disappointed though when it was
Potentially.
GTA 5. GTA 5's just like fucking Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street. I'm not fucking leaving.
Oh my god.
It's literally Skyrim. GTA 5 is just Skyrim. It's on every fucking console ever. Fuck.
But what
It's
about
like
you,
Fred
Charles?
goes to
What
pull
about
off the
you?
mask of GTA 5 and it's just Skyrim. Oh
Yeah.
no.
my
Charles,
dad
Charles,
actually
what
got
about
to
you?
meet
What have you
Jordan
copped during
Belfort
Me?
quarantine?
at a conference.
Yeah.
During
Did you?
quarantine, well, as you guys know, I'm the movie guy. So what I've been doing is I've gone through my top 50 favorite
movie
films
guy.
of all time, and I've said, what do I not own yet? So I've just been going through that and just getting all of them. And I want to say there's only 3 that I cannot own because they have yet to be released in the US,
Oh,
which
fuck.
sucks.
Ah.
I just forgot. There was some things that cops, but I'll wait till.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Like I've got mostly every film except for the 3, which are Throw Away Your Books, Rally in the Streets. Napoleon. That's another one I can't quite get. The 1927 Napoleon film, Rickmeister Harmonies, and was there another one, or were those the 3? Hang on, I'm just making.
Charles,
sure.
you should be a film teacher.
I might be a film guy for YouTube in the future if I'll play it out.
Yeah, or that
Charles,
even.
let's you
Yeah,
and
that's
me
even
branch
better,
off
actually.
this thing and do a film show.
I might.
We should absolutely.
It's
We'll
very
call it
possible.
Very Video.
Very video.
film.
Very film cast.
Hello, welcome to the second part of the
Didn't
very.
we try to think of like 600 different names for Charles's?
Yeah, and I ended up actually
show?
settling on a potential name if I do it. Yeah,
Oh.
No spoilers.
No spoilers,
Yet, though,
no
on
No,
this.
don't
spoilers.
spoil yet.
because like
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
excited
even,
to
I'm
say
not
it's
even
one of
sure if
mine.
I'm gonna do it fully yet. Like I'm
Yeah,
not married
that's
to
right.
it quite yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that would
He's
be
not invested 101%.
I still say you should fucking
Yeah.
do it.
Zero
whenever-
Master, what did you buy, Urchis?
It's Charles.
yeah. I'm done. That was it.
So
Oh wait, I also fixed my car with spark plugs. That too. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
fuck
fixing
yeah,
their
fuck yeah,
car.
everybody's
Fucking
fixing
points for the
vehicles.
gang.
Yep.
Everybody's getting
Fuck
car
yeah.
shit done.
Hell yeah, my car looks
So
spiffy
what
and
I just
spammy.
remembered because he talked about films. So ever since Tony Hawk HD 1 and 2 got announced,
Fuck yeah.
I've been kind of in this rabbit hole of watching skateboarding stuff, and then that led me to like skateboarding podcasts, and then later to Steve-O, and then to Jackass. So I've been rewatching the Jackass movies, and I realized I like because the first one we watched. I never saw the TV
Yeah.
show.
yeah,
we
I
only
did.
watched the movies. My brother bought a 3-pack years ago that came with the Beavis and Butthead Do America, Team America, and the first Jackass.
Of
movie.
course.
So that's how I saw the first Jackass.
That's a good triple pack. by
That's
the
a
way.
good triple
And then
feature.
when the second one
Dick
came out,
House.
when the second one came out, I watched it in theaters, which was quite an experience to watch that. I didn't see the third one in theaters, and I wish I had because it was in 3D.
Yeah.
But I did watch 3 when I hit Netflix eventually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I've been rewatching them, but I was like, fuck, I don't have 2, and I've never seen the TV show. And just one day when I was in Walmart randomly, Jackass, the complete collection. That's all 3 seasons of the TV show, uncut.
Mhm.
All 3 movies, plus the 2.5 and 3.5 movies, all uncut, all special features.
Yeah.
Everything together, $20.
That's really
Wow.
that's a
Wow.
steal.
That is
Hell yeah.
munted.
So
As
I am
someone who
fully
owns the
prepared when
complete
Jackass-
series of
if you-
Viva
there
La
are
Bam,
still any-
I commend you.
So I will.
That is awesome.
So I will be fully prepared when Jackass number 4 comes out next year when it's supposed to. So-
Wait, what? Jackass?
Yeah, they're
4's
doing a
coming
fourth
in?
one. They're
Jackass 4 was supposed to begin filming in March of this year.
Uh-huh.
But of
Then
course,
the
everything
quarantine
happened. Oh wow!
So, like, literally, like, there was Steve-O was on a podcast, like,
And
March
he's like
29th or 30th.
and that's what he said.
And they asked him, is it the 9 Club, I think it's
Mhm.
called?
Yeah.
That's what they're called. They asked him what's happening with Jackass 4, and they're like, literally, we just shot test footage, is what Steve said, and we're getting ready to film. And then the quarantine happened.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So, like, they were ready to go, and then they were...
That's
it's like,
rough.
you can't prank people if there's no one to
No,
prank.
exactly.
That goes against everything Jackass stands for. Jackass is supposed to be dangerous.
Yeah.
But
And
they're in
Don't
their
shoot
40s
yourself in the
now.
testicles with a paintball gun, but don't
But,
just
Doom, they're
social
in their
distance and
40s.
don't do stunts.
Any of you met any of the Jackass guys?
I
Not
have not.
in my life.
No, I have not.
All right.
Who did you?
Not
Didn't
yet,
you meet
but
Steve-O?
I feel like
I met Steve-O right around
Yeah.
the corner from where I am now. at a Cumberland Farms, a convenience store, and he was just rolling through. I never even caught why. He was just here.
Yeah,
that's genuinely funny as hell.
He's probably in town stapling his testicles to the side of his leg for $20.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. That. Well, a lot of people do that around here. So I feel like that's why he was up to nothing, like a true Josh.
Ah.
So the other thing I grabbed is they had one Blu-ray copy left of Promare, so I grabbed that.
Solid choice.
Promare.
That's my favorite anime movie of all time now.
Yeah.
So.
Did I mention I finally watched that fucking show you guys were all talking
Kaguya-sama?
about? Yeah, I finally watched it.
Yeah.
Seinfeld?
How'd you like it?
No.
Yeah. How'd you like Kaguya-sama?
Kaguya, Seinfeld, Love is War. I loved it. It was good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's all done now.
Yeah, it's all finished.
For now,
I haven't seen the second season. I've only seen the first season. But still
okay. Well, yeah, what's the second season, please? It's all done.
Yeah.
I will wait and see how I can get a completely legally wink obtained copy of that.
You know what?
But,
Absolutely.
Doom.
I
just realized that topic leads us to another one. Doom, do you want to take us in?
Right? I'm the master of segues. Did you know the person who invented the Segway is from my state?
And that he died.
I did know that.
No. That was the Chinese. That was a Chinese president of the company who did that. That wasn't the guy from where I'm from.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Nikki Jakey lied to us.
Hold on.
He was just misinformed.
Hold on.
I think he did say that. He's misinformed.
Hold the phone. Are you saying that the guy that invented Segway is not the same guy that invented yerba mate?
No, it is not the same person.
So it's not GT Dave.
I don't think so.
What about
Did
GTA?
he invent yerba mate too?
You're saying he's no longer alive, right?
No, the Chinese guy that bought the Segway company.
Oh, that bought
He's
the
no longer
company.
alive.
He died from a Segway accident, right?
Oh,
yeah,
no way.
like
What?
trying to he fell off a cliff or something.
He fell off a cliff on a
How,
Segway.
how bad is it to die from low battery? That is the official
It
cause of
doesn't
death.
matter if you fall off a cliff on a Segway, you're not surviving.
You're not surviving.
You're gonna go
Battery.
back to me.
Oh, no.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
I
You're
had
gonna
a
have
moment like that last night on GTA 5.
That's true. Oh,
Let's recreate that again. So
No, we can't.
Doom.
We can't.
Segway.
Segway.
So we have a fucking section of this podcast that doesn't have a name.
It's called
But we
Title
just
Pending.
It's still pending.
Yeah, we just say. Yeah, we don't know what it is, but we're going to
that's literally
suggest
the
shit
name.
for you guys to listen. Maybe go check out.
Let's start from
Who's going first, Doom?
Josh.
Doom has to pick
the 660 the 6660s, of course. As I mentioned earlier, that's a good place if you like covers of 1960s love songs, but in a more sinister tone.
Oh.
All right.
Sorry,
So
Doom should be choosing. I'm sorry.
All right, Josh, you get two. What's the second thing that you're going to suggest to the people?
Oh, as always, Taylor Swift, because this world just wouldn't be what it is without something for Kanye to yell at. So, Kanye 2020 and 2040. We're talking about an 8-year term here.
2040, he's gonna die.
So Josh, you get to pick the next
Kanye
person.
can't die.
He's Kanye.
Kanye's not even actually Kanye.
Did
Kanye's
Ulysses
just like the
S.
embodiment
Grant
of.
die? No.
Yes.
No. He's still
Why do you
alive and
keep
well on the
asking for
$50
people who
bill.
died?
And I'm thinking Kanye will have the $80 bill.
Why would Kanye be on the 80? Why would they
Can
first of all, why
Trump
would they
be
make
the fucking negative money? That'd be funny.
No,
That's Bitcoin.
No, why would you? That's going to cost more money
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Jordan, do you know how money works?
No.
It
I
costs
just
more
give
money
some-
to make money. It sucks.
Look, as
Josh.
someone who in GTA 5 has a counterfeit cash organization, it does cost money to make money unless you steal the supplies.
Yeah.
And I'm not very good at that.
Well,
I don't
we're
understand.
learning. We're only on day 3. Well, we will be.
So Josh,
wait,
get to pick the next
would you say
boy.
that's a suggestion as well as GTA 5 if you can get it online?
I mean, they have a great selection of music in GTA 5. I tend to just let the music roll.
Okay.
That's cool.
You get a good randomization if you just instead of buying cars, steal them, like the name of the game suggests.
Pretty sure there was like an Aphex Twin song or two in GTA.
I
that was pretty
do
cool.
have an
They're
affinity
on-
for Aphex Twin, but then again, I
Aphex
come
Twin
from
is-
a industrial electronica / techno rave background.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love Aphex.
Good stuff. Damn good
Cool.
stuff.
Good stuff. Josh,
So,
now you pick the next person.
All
Pick
right.
the next person to tell them to say things.
Let's go with Mr. Charles Skoringo over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've actually got a couple things. So first thing I want to recommend y'all check out is an album by an artist who I really love. I know I don't often talk the most in regards to musical discourse around here on the podcast. It's just because usually I'm not as like into music as I am, say, film or anime, whatever.
Yeah.
And like I
good
do have
soundtrack.
opinions. I do have opinions on music. They're just not very intricate and deep, and I could probably work on that, but you know what? Today,
Same with me.
and it's funny because we're always talking about what we think the 2020 album of the year is. For some people, it's the new Poppy album. For others, it's the new Enter Shikari album. For me, however, it has to be the new Thundercat album. It is what it is.
It's so
good.
fucking
So
good.
let me-
You know
let me-
what? I
so
gotta
let-
give credit to Doom here because he turned me on to Thundercat.
Okay, so
and
this is
Thundercat. Huh?
So
That's
Thundercat, I actually want to explain how I fucking first heard of him. I heard of him first through the anime Carol and Tuesday, which you can watch on Netflix, and it's like the new Cowboy Bebop creators' newest anime about these two girls in a future world who make music, and a lot of the songs are by actual artists who exist. And I remember in one episode, they're like at a music festival, and this like, you know, this like strong looking black dude who's based on Thundercat himself named Skip tells him, it's like, hey, you girls have real talent, like you keep at it and you're gonna blow minds. And he gets up there and he does this song, and it's actually a Thundercat song that's on this album, and I'm like, who is this guy? I love this song, I want to hear more of it. And so I do some googling, and I figure out that Thundercat has apparently worked on one of my favorite fucking albums, and I felt terrible. He's actually done a lot of production and mixing on To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar.
Why
Yes,
is
he
there a
did.
song
That's a-
called King
that's
of
a-
the Hill?
No, I'm getting
Because
this.
everything is cyclical.
Everything is
See,
cyclical.
good-
Oh my god.
Well, the thing is, good is good, and when you like have a taste of your own, you'll also start to realize that other people have the same taste as you. So
Yeah.
it's really not of your own. You belong to a community full of like-minded
That is so-
individuals, and this
that is so
beautiful
cool.
thing called the online brings us to these people.
It does.
You
and
mean the
and
internet?
it blew my mind. Like I was
I
like,
don't
oh
know
my
what the
god,
internet is.
I was like, this guy's worked on one of my favorite fucking albums. I gotta listen to it. So I started subscribing to his YouTube, and I would just listen to shit while I'm like script writing or whatever, just planning stuff out.
Jazztronica.
Yes, and his new album, It Is What It Is my album of the year, and it has
What song was in the anime, by the way?
it was Unrequited Love, track 12.
Good one.
That's a great song, and it's like the second or
Flying
third
Lotus.
best track. Like the two best tracks on there, by the way, are Dragon Ball Durag and Black Claws.
Dragon Ball Durag. I
Dragon
just
Ball
realized it's
Durag
Dragon Ball
slaps.
Durag.
I'm not even lying.
Yo, it's such a banger,
it's-
and track 13 has Lil B, aka my icon for this episode.
It's fucking amazing, and
really?
yeah, it does.
And Zach Fox is also on it, and he's one of the funniest people
Oh my
in all
god!
of the world.
Like this track, it's got this really kind of lo-fi, bassy, bluesy tone to it, and it just sounds like so fucking good. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, It Is What It Is. Phenomenal fucking album. And now for my second thing, I had a few ideas, and most of them were of shows. So I had a few different shows in mind, and I had to pick one, and it was tough. And for a while there, I almost talked about recommending not a show, but a manga for Shaman King, since that got announced getting a new anime in spring of next year, and I'm hyped for that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so happy.
But like, and then other things came up. I'm like, what should I do? And then I considered F is for Family, because that had a new season coming out on Netflix between the last
Super
episode and this
solid,
one.
by the way.
Super great show, really funny, vulgar humor. But I'm actually going to recommend another show because of a similar announcement, and that is the classic early 2000 show Clone High.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yes.
Clone High,
That's getting
I love
a-
that show.
It's getting another season,
Yeah,
right?
they're getting. I think it's either a reimagining or a new season. They haven't really gone into full like news about it, but it's been.
Oh, I hope they do a new season. They left on a
I know,
cliffhanger.
I do
I
too.
know.
So Clone High.
Go back and watch it.
So Clone High is the is a series created by Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who did stuff like the 21 Jump Street films. They did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and they also did a lot of the shit on Spider-Verse. And this was their first original thing that they did. And it was along with Bill Lawrence, who did Scrubs. He apparently helped get the funding for the show and helped produce it and oversee it.
Did they have anything to do with the Scoob movie?
They did not. No.
No. That was a
Like
different...
Scoob!
That was the other people that worked on Cloudy with a Chance.
Where are you?
I'm in a shitty movie.
All right, so Clone High.
Hilarious fucking show. Like, if you love fast-paced,
so good.
Absurdist humor with like a great ensemble cast, this is your show. So the show is that basically the U.S. military wants to genetically engineer clones of previous world leaders and like famous like people from the past. And
Dave Chappelle.
like basically they get the mad scientist Dr. Scudsworth to make these clones and put them in a high school so that eventually the US can like indoctrinate them into the military and make an army of like clones of these famous world leaders and like world activists and celebrities to lead like the new world.
It's like Hollywood with MK Ultra.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. And like the whole ensemble cast is hilarious. You've got the main character is Abe, who's clone of Abe Lincoln. You've got Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi. You've got Joan of Arc, JFK, John F. Kennedy, and Cleopatra. And that's just the like main 5 characters. And there's like a slew of these hilarious supporting characters. And every episode,
George Washington Carver.
That would make
Marilyn Manson's in an episode.
Marilyn Manson is...
What a cool Power Rangers cast that would make, though.
That would... It totally would. And they have like tons of like special guests. Awesome. And they always have special guest celebrities. And Scudsworth, the principal who makes the clones, has a robot named Mr. B who always calls everybody Wesley.
Yes, Wesley.
That show is so quotable. There's so many great things.
It's so quotable. Like... It birthed one of the earliest YouTube memes. The "Say What" remixes.
It's about as quotable as King of the Hill, then.
Oh my god! Yes. Absolutely.
It's true.
King of the Hill is fucking great.
Some of my favorite lines without context. Oh, I got a flower for you in my pants.
Are you drunk enough to sleep with me yet?
Or other things like a storm's brewing in my heart.
my favorite from JFK is always like, so are you drunk enough to sleep with me yet? Kick. Answer the question.
It's so or the one when he gets trapped in a trap and then he falls down the hole. He goes and
it's filled with like these like really quick like gags and like these whole like the ensemble like you're gonna remember.
I'll sleep when I'm dead. You'll die if you don't sleep.
To me, this sounds like a more like worldly version of Drawn Together.
It's fucking amazing.
You know what,
it's amazing.
Though? Yeah,
it
like
is
100% fact.
And like the thing is, it's like
I can't stand Drawn Together.
The fucking like, and I love how every episode is introduced as a very special episode because like the whole show is just a parody of like Dawson's Creek, 90210, and those PSA episodes.
Wait, is that the name of this episode right here? A Very Noise.
A very special episode.
A very
special episode.
I think it's called the Joshening. Haven't we?
I wonder if
Josh
the narrator,
in the nothing hole.
We need to find the narrator of Clone High and see if he has
in a world.
Today's episode of a very special.
Can we also get the band to come back and just do the theme song for Clone High?
Oh my god,
man! We'll just get Thundercat.
Yeah. Oh,
I would listen to Thundercat remix.
I would too. Thundercat remixing that. But like I said, this is a hilarious show. Now, I actually want to talk about this because it was canceled for reasons. First of all, it was a show when it was first aired. It was put on MTV. If you're not Beavis and Butthead or Daria, and you're an animated show on MTV, you're not gonna last. And like,
MTV is famous for like giving shows one season. Like Undergrads had the same.
Undergrads
thing.
getting a movie, by the way.
Wait, was Rocco's Modern Life on MTV?
No, that was Nickelodeon.
Nick.
No. The three shows I can think of that were from that era were Clone High, Undergrads, and the one that somehow survived was Mission Hill.
Mission Hill got a second season. Yeah, Mission Hill's
I like Mission Hill.
Mission Hill's really cool.
Thinking of Ren and Stimpy.
So it got canceled not just due to low. So it got canceled not just due to low ratings, but there was actually, around the time of the show, there was a Maxim magazine article about Mahatma Gandhi in India. And in that article, it was like criticizing previous versions of like Gandhi in media. And one of them was the version of Gandhi in the series, who is not actually Gandhi. He's a clone, not a perfect copy, a clone.
Mm-hmm.
And what had happened
we're really
was...
going to get into this next.
Talk about the fucking clone Hitler.
No, exactly.
Gotta leave room for a 26th chromosome.
So the what happened is that basically, the people of India, they were obviously upset about this portrayal of famous, political activist Mahatma Gandhi, and they had a hunger strike positioned outside of the MTV India headquarters. Now, you would think that this would just blow over like every other protest of a cartoon show during that era, but here was the thing that happened. The actual president of MTV was at that studio at that time and could not leave. So he just kind of let to know, it's like, yeah, we got to take this off our fucking stations. So the rest of it aired on Teletoon and Adult Swim later on.
That's how I saw it. Yeah, Teletoon. That's how I saw Undergrads, Mission Hill, and
yeah.
And it's funny because they ran those shows for reruns for years and years and years. And I own Undergrads DVD, and my brother owns.
I got the Clone High DVD.
And for whenever we find somebody who comes over who's never heard of it, like, wait, you haven't seen Clone High? Okay, we're watching this.
I've gotten so many people
because it's that good of a show. It's only 10 episodes. It's
I thought it was 12.
Is it 12?
It's 13 episodes because like
it's 13. It's typical anime.
Yeah. I'm shaming myself right now because Totally Spies just popped into my gourd.
Oh my god, Totally Spies.
I love that show.
Yeah, but like I said, Clone High, it is what it is. So I got to choose somebody. I'm going to throw it to our El Capitano Doom. What do you got to suggest for us?
Yeah, Doom. What you got?
Come in with the code Lyoko.
Yes, it's always been Code Lyoko. Go watch Code Lyoko. Mm-hmm. Code Lyoko abridged featuring the Noise Boys, coming never. Anyway, things for me to suggest. I want to put over an album that came out. It's by one of my favorite groups, Run the Jewels. That's Killer Mike and LP.
RTJ4.
Yep. Run the Jewels 4 came out. It was rad.
Pretty sure I heard a song by them on the radio the other day.
Not only was it rad, but it was free.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it for free.
Let's have a look. I'll just type in Run the Jewels.
I haven't listened to it yet, but I did download it.
Yeah, you can download like
it's free, bro. I love it. They literally were like, "Yo, the world sucks. Here's our album for free." Or you can. Well, they've actually released all of their albums.
That has always been
free.
my view on music. Music should be the free part. Like, if you want to spend money, support them via merch and like other stuff. But
or go to shows.
It's all
and stuff like that.
go to shows. Exactly. Yeah. Pay them for their performance, not for the music. The music is the advertisement to me. A musician. That's how I see it.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
And they've done all their albums like that. And as far as like hip hop music goes, I think they're one of the few acts out there that are actually trying to say something. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to, say that other rappers don't say enough, but like their point of view is very interesting, and it kind of harkens back to like the days of listening to like Rage Against the Machine. I feel like Run the Jewels could be a hip hop head's Rage Against the Machine, which is funny because them and Zach De La Rocha work so much together, and they were going to do a co-headlining tour. But it just kind of
be cool.
That'd be sweet.
I really do feel like I
was so excited.
I really do feel like the money is something that if you allow it into your music, it degrades it by a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree with that because this album does like they have this whole idea. Like it feels so grassroots, even though it's like amazingly produced hip hop music. It feels real. Like it feels like something that everybody can relate to in one way or another, and doesn't alienate
like Michael Jackson
anybody.
Quality, before the bad times.
Yeah,
we
but
are
we still
the
got
world.
Happy Birthday,
we
Lisa.
are its children. We are the ones that came with the Glock to. I don't know. I'm not Run the Jewels.
Run the Jewels 4. It's
Jewels
amazing.
To run.
Run
funny enough.
Run from
Funny enough, and if we don't end up using this, but the opening to this podcast, if we use it or not, was heavily based off that album as well. That was one of the inspirations for that.
Cool, let's keep it in because I like that idea.
Yeah.
What, Zodiac Escobar's
Did you? Somebody hasn't.
I heard that he was on his way
why
back
would anyone
because he kind of got
ever curse this beautiful audio with any sort of edit?
True.
What?
We don't know. We don't know anything. We don't know nothing about Zodiac Escobar when he's coming back.
Last thing I heard,
Zodiac
He
Escobar.
texted me yesterday. What do you mean you don't
I
know
saw that guy the other day.
What?
What?
Yeah.
How? What?
Well,
Is he back in? Is he back in the old states?
well, once
He's
again,
back.
I was at Cumberland Farms, and who else but not Steve-O do I see but Zodiac Escobar?
Who else
And-
but not Steve?
Wait, no,
Yeah.
you didn't just see it.
He did mention you
That
guys.
be the name of the episode.
He did mention you guys.
There was a.
He said he made off with your
what's that
theme
smell?
song or some shit.
Smells like absolute shit, and that's what Zodiac Escobar smells
Sorry,
like.
what did he say, Josh?
He said he ran off with your like theme song or some shit, but like I heard the
did.
theme song at the beginning of the episode. It sounds just as it always did.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I don't think he understands how files
Yeah.
work because it's a digital file.
He
I
records
haven't-
everything off 8-track.
He seems
he's
like
crazy.
a man that's
okay,
more
dude,
aware
how
of
did I get it
analog.
into the podcast then?
He,
How did
I
edit it
think
into
he
the
doesn't
podcast?
understand the
Riddle me
concept
this.
of
Riddle me
editing.
piss, boys.
Because he
Piddle my
records
dicks.
everything on 8-track. How do you think you got it? Because I was the one who had to get it off of the 8-track.
Yeah,
Do
and
you know
I
how
still
hard that
have
is?
this
Fucking
file.
Zodiac Escobar, man.
Fucking silly bitch. I hope you're still in Ecuador. Well, now that he's not in
Now-
Ecuador, I hope he's not coming back.
No, well,
Anyway,
now
other
that you
things to
mention it,
listen
now
to.
that you mention it, I believe he did say he was on his way to Canada. So
Oh,
fuck
maybe
yeah.
he's coming for the digital
Oh
files.
shoot!
Like that's still not how that
Oh,
works because
The plot
I
thickens.
feel like
God fucking damn it.
I'll just be like,
I'm
"Want some beers
glad
instead?"
that no one can fly from other countries to Australia. I never have to see Zodiac Escobar's smelly old face.
look all
Yeah,
I
he's
know
a piece of fucking
all I
shit.
know is that the inside temperature of a tauntaun is about the oh Jesus. Sorry about that, guys. We got some fireworks going on around here.
Oh shit!
That's cool.
Is that Zodiac Escobar trying to break into your house?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Well, you know
No,
what?
that's-
Speak of the devil, and all of a sudden you're listening to Schemer from the Thomas the Tank Engine show.
Don't you just
playing love songs
don't
in
you
a
just love
satanic
the
manner.
4th of July?
Yeah.
How it,
No.
it ends up like, going for more than fucking
No.
one day.
Well, I have the pleasure and delight of living in a college ghetto. If anyone understands what that means, basically it means anything goes in my neighborhood.
It's like,
And I have an air horn
those are just
that
gunshots.
I would probably be setting off if I was not recording right now.
So, dude, do you have a
I
second
just
thing to
love how there was
suggest?
one that like shot 5 times.
Wait,
in a row.
Can you walk away from your mic and then just blast it at them through your window?
Oh yeah, hold on one
dude,
second.
Don't. All right, he's doing it.
What's he doing?
He's gonna do it.
What's he doing? What was that?
That was an air horn.
Oh, I was like,
I told you I had one. I was asked to
That's
set it
all.
off, and so I did.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah.
audio is
Guess
gonna
what
be
happens
great.
if you dare me?
dude, do you have a second fucking thing? Yeah.
I do. Go listen to "Chasing Summer" by Sir. He has a great song on there called "John Redcorn" that hits me right in the feels.
John
Really?
Redcorn.
Yo, no, they did a whole
No,
music video.
no, like
I
for
posted
any-
it in the
for-
regular chat.
I
For
will
any
watch it.
fan of King of the Hill, you need to hear this song because you will
Alright, I
feel
will.
every second of it. And it's
I
like
will.
it's John Redcorn's perspective, which is never considered in the show.
Aw.
Oh.
Really, I mean, it's prevalent. It's there, but you never think about it.
Yeah.
And then out
It's
came
real.
this song.
Like, you feel it.
John
like,
Redcorn.
Like, you think about it, like, man, I kind of hate the person who broke that guy's heart, but this song is so good. His whole project is phenomenal. That's capital S, or sorry, just one S, capital S, lowercase I, uppercase R, Chasing Summer.
It's like
Great album.
SSIR, sir. Like that.
Whatever, just
S,
type in John
lowercase
Redcorn and go
I,
from there.
R.
You will find it.
Yeah.
And then it'll
Easily.
come up with John Deadcorn, and then I'll have to watch that first.
John Deadcorn.
Oh my goodness!
I thought it was a burglar. Anyway,
Actually, not to spoil it, but also to spoil it. That's the
Yeah.
last scene of the music video.
Yes.
Oh, really?
When
How he dumps him outside the window?
They literally
They
do
go through
like
the
an
entire John Redcorn perspective
Dale thing.
with this song that, like, if you didn't watch the video, it would be another song about unrequited love.
Okay.
You know, at least something about that. But
Okay.
Yeah, the guys who did the video, because the video itself, like, yeah, definitely check out the video if you like. If you like our podcast, I'm assuming you have to like King of the Hill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels like it's like an obligation at this point.
Because if you don't, I don't know why you're
just
still
very
listening.
I actually found a download for King of the Hill, and the whole season in very, very low quality, but at least it's there, and that's all that matters to me. So I'm
Excellent.
gonna
Yeah, you
watch
can
this.
make a
I'm in the
vaporwave
market
video.
for King of the Hill games.
Yeah.
Whether it be like
Can there be a
just
King of the Hill game
pinball
where
or
you play
whatever.
as Bobby?
You-
Like
Were
a
any
pinball machine where it's just
guys,
Bobby?
were any of you guys around for Windows 98?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Anybody remember a game called Arcade America?
No, I
I
don't.
know.
don't actually.
Remember the loading
it
screens
would-
being like mazes? That was cool.
Yeah, that's a thing. Definitely something to check out if you're into like retro, like original PC gaming.
Okay.
Really?
Arcade America.
I can't even really explain it except for it's this guy waddling around going through like kind of platformer stuff.
Okay.
But
That sounds up my alley.
it's worth
Maybe I'll
it's
have
worth a
to
Google or a YouTube venture,
Okay.
and perhaps
Oh,
more.
there he is.
Perhaps more.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
I will have a squiz, as they say in Australia.
Maybe I'll
Get
have
old
to
fucking squiz.
review it.
You might have to review it.
Also, the original Flight Simulator.
Oh yeah, classics.
It's the,
Yes,
the
I know
best
that
one
one.
to ever exist.
Yeah.
Shout outs to all the games that we played on school PCs before we could actually play video games.
Dude,
Like
shout
the,
outs to
like the
Elastabike.
math-
Shout outs to
The
Carmen
Math
San
Quest
Diego.
one or whatever it is.
Math
It's so funny
Quest.
because
Yeah.
earlier today I was listening to another podcast, the CU podcast, and they had a question that was like, name one console that would be the one that was the only one you could play forever. And I'm pretty
PC.
sure Pat said like a DOS/Windows 95-98 era PC.
Mhm.
Really? I would have to say
games were unregistered
like the
and free and awesome.
64.
The Super Nintendo for me
Yeah.
all the way.
I'd say the
there's still
64.
games I'm discovering.
As in, like, you could only play the physical copies of the game. You can't download.
No, that was the only system you could play for the rest of your life.
Oh,
I'd go PS2, honestly.
Yeah, same PS2.
I'd say either 64,
honestly,
64 or GameCube because there's so many fucking good.
I mean, my review show, part of it was started because I kept finding weird SNES games I'd never heard of. There's still games I've never played on that
Yeah.
console, and it's my favorite console of all time. So
oh yeah, there's endless
one where,
amounts of
like-
games for that, man. I'm sure.
I'd probably play SNES forever. And my buddy, the ultra healthy video game nerd, who has a very interesting video coming out soon, especially if you like Hong Kong 97. An interview with somebody involved in that is going up soon, completely subtitled in English, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Plug. He told me about this whole era of games that this magazine, this like underground magazine made of like Super Nintendo games where they would just like take old like sports games or something and they would just dump new games onto them because to release them at the time because Nintendo wouldn't release their games, so they're just like, fuck it, we're just gonna release them ourselves. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
so there's some weird like porn games apparently on the
Oh.
Super Famicom.
Ooh,
that are
how
kinda
risque.
Saucy.
Could we play those?
Yeah.
Not
So
on Twitch.
I don't
but
think
could
we could
play
stream them,
those?
but
I think he's like they're a dime a dozen. He's like, so I could probably send you some. That'd be sick.
We'll
Yeah.
just
Oh,
censor out all the
absolutely.
naughty bits with cheese danishes. It'll be great.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't think we've actually
So-
done a cheese Danish this whole episode too, which is pretty funny.
Anyway, sorry, we're getting off
Verbal,
track.
well,
My
well,
bad,
fair
dude.
enough.
Zero,
but
it's your go,
verbal tally right now, just for my own interest. How many of you ever had an iPod Classic?
Nope.
Which one was the classic?
I never
before
had
the
an
touch.
iPod until
my family had a classic. Like we would all have music that we'd put on it. Like and
No,
Interesting.
but
I had a
then,
I
weirdly
like
enough,
the-
it was very weird because like you usually have your own personal iPod. I had an iPod Shuffle, which I would just use,
Yeah, exactly.
and a
I
Nano
had the
as well. I had a
Nano.
Shuffle and a
my
Nano.
first one was a touch.
So-
so
I
I
had the
can't
Nano you could play videos on.
So-
that thing was kind of
Yeah,
I-
the Nano.
I
Same,
didn't-
same.
I didn't get my hands on my own like iPod Classic until around the time of like the 3rd generation touch, but that was also the time that I was like going to college and for computer engineering at a technical institute.
Yeah.
And through my own Google Fundum, I found that they had an alternative boot operating system that would operate in the background if you pressed a certain amount of buttons after you download this alternative operating system for the iPod Classic, where you could, it's called Rockbox. And it actually also worked as a game emulator for games like Super Nintendo and Doom and some other things. Doom. Yeah, no, I honestly the first time after like age 5 where I replayed the Doom games was on the iPod Classic.
That is fucking cool.
During class at technical college education. So, if I had to choose, it actually had a really good like operating system as far as or like controls as far as the spin wheel and like the 4 buttons goes with the center button as well. And you could play it with one hand, and that's something I don't think you can say about any other game console.
Yeah, besides the Wii, I guess that's pretty much like the.
I mean, kinda,
but
a lot of
you can play it one hand and eat pizza in the other.
So, yeah, you could have the nunchucks, but also like there's pointing games where you don't need the nunchucks as well. Yeah, but no, I get you.
No, I feel like a game that you can play with one hand, or a device that you can play games with one hand, is a pretty like good untapped investment area.
It's like the iPhone in general.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, phones kind of have that going on, but they're it's not half and half. It's more so most games you need 2 hands to play. But any game that you only need one hand to play, I feel like those are the kinds of games that I would like to play forever. And so I got to give the iPod Classic a shout out for their hardware and Rockbox software and operating system. A shout out for their mods.
See, this is why I could never do anything like that because I'd be terrified I'd break it forever. Right. Yeah. But some of the stuff that he finds out is like the most miraculous thing.
That is dope.
I do have one question though before we move on to my things. Did you complete computer engineering? Because I sure did.
Did I complete computer engineering as a degree?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay. Got bored of it or what?
Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
Not that I got bored of it. Actually, it was kind of a devastating breakup that led me away from school at that point in my life. But I'm actually getting ready to head back. But in the meantime, I've been around the block a lot.
My one piece of advice to you is don't even bother with the 3rd year. It's a waste of time.
Oh,
and
no.
Take calculus.
All right. So fun facts here about this Josh of nothingness. For my entire life, my father has been the partial owner and now president of a computer and office machine repair company.
Okay.
And essentially, when he wasn't working on stuff at the office during, job hours, we had a bunch of stuff, like extra stuff that he would take home to like work on the weekends. And so he taught me about hardware and software very early on in my life because I was always right there helping him out. And it's kind of like the cornerstone of me and my father's like relationship. Are like, I consider him like one of my best friends because he's awesome. Taught me like a lot of useful shit over the course of my life. Like that's just one aspect. He also taught me how to like run a household and like make sure everything's taken care of so that everyone else can live without worry. And it's a beautiful thing because you're essentially allowing yourself to operate at such a high level that others around you can operate at the lowest level of intellect and they all feel equally incorporated.
It's so funny because, and I promise, right after this tangent, I will go into my stuff, so we're not holding up any longer. But
that's cool. No, go for it.
I've been loving this.
When I was younger, I had a record player, a Fisher Price record player, and I had like a hand-me-down like tape deck that had a record feature. And how I got started in like tech stuff is my dad would I wanted to listen to some of my records in the car, so he showed me this is how you record a record onto a cassette, and this is how you dub tape, like VCR tapes and stuff like that. That's kind of what got me started in what I do now. So even to this day, like if my folks like if I'm gonna be in the middle of recording something, I just tell my dad, I'm gonna close the door, I'm gonna be taping. Because that's what he understands it as.
Yeah.
Even though there's no tape whatsoever involved. He's just like, "Oh, you're gonna do some taping?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do some taping." All right.
Want to do some
like,
tape?
I'll text you if I need you.
Can your dad be a guest on this podcast at some point, please?
Sorry, what was that?
Your dad needs to be a guest on this podcast at some point.
See, you know what's so funny? I've asked him before. I'm like, "Hey, I would love to." I said to him, like, next time I do a charity thing, I'd love to have you on and do Donkey Kong Country with me and my brother. But he's like, nah, I'm not really into that anymore. Because he played that, he beat that. The first time we beat that game, we beat that, the three of us. Like,
that's
together.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my
that family stuff is the ultimate, though.
Yeah,
really is.
My dad fucking absolutely despises video games. Like he just hates the idea of technology.
Your dad just sounds like an angry Australian.
He's a lovable dude though. He just gets very.
I still want to meet your dad when I go to Australia.
He's a cool guy, but
I am the same way. I hate technology. I love what it brings, but I hate it.
Yeah, I guess Dad doesn't like despise it, but like his favorite games are like Frogger and Pac-Man and Space Invaders, right?
You mean the ones that actually require skill?
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
and Dad, when I got the 64, Dad sat down and played Mario Kart with me, and he said, "Jordan, like this is the only other game that I think I enjoy because I get to spend time with you and see you happy." And I'm like, "Oh man, I love you, Dad."
It's like
but
when
he would always be like, "Oh man,
beautiful shit.
What's the guy?" He's like, "What's the guy? What's the yellow guy?" I'm like, Wario, and he goes, "Oh," and he goes, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's him. It's Mr. Krabs."
That's like my dad and me with Pokemon pinball.
Like, during this quarantine, my brother's like, "Hey, set up a GameCube. Let's play some Mario Golf." And my first time my dad played a video game in a long time. It took him a couple of courses to figure it out, but once he figured it out, like him and I were neck and neck for second place.
Nice. Yeah, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, my dad tried to play Mario Golf, but he didn't understand it. But he did sort of understand Mario Kart. And he said the only level he couldn't do was Rainbow Road because it hurts his eyes.
Oh,
and I'm like, that's fair enough.
That's
fair. It hurts
that's
my eyes.
definitely fair.
Facts, though.
That's definitely fair.
Don't show
It's
him the
meant
HD
to.
version.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, he'd die.
Okay, so
So for all the people out there, go tell your dad that you rock.
Dude,
Yeah, I love you, Dad.
Love
If
you,
you ever
Dad.
listen
Shout
to
out
this.
to all the dads and shout out to all the parents in general.
Dude,
for
my
my
dad-
choices,
My dad used to amaze me by beating the game Blaster Master for Nintendo
that game is so
Entertainment System. Dude, one of the best games of all time. Strictly for the premise that doesn't exist.
the remake Blaster Master Zero is fantastic, and the sequel to that just recently came out. And it's so
Oh yeah? Oh
Yeah.
shit! I
like
need
the
to check
original
that
Blaster Master, I'm not a big fan of, but the remake they just added so much shit. It's so good.
Like the-
Blaster Master.
Like a recent remake or like the PS1 version?
No. It's a recent remake. It's called Blaster Master Zero, and it's on the Switch. It's also on I think,
Really?
PS4 now. And they just made a sequel to it called Blaster Master Zero 2, and it's literally like the sequel they've needed to make for the last 20 years to that game. So
Oh, that's
I
beautiful.
love how Blaster Master
All
went
right, I
from
gotta
just like
check that
some
out.
old game
So
to like
good.
anime.
made by one of my favorite game devs, Inti Creates. They make so much good shit. Actually, they just announced the new Bloodstained game, which is coming out soon.
Nice.
I'm
Is
really
that
excited
them?
for that.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they did Bloodstained, the new Bloodstained. They're doing they did Galga, and they've done so much stuff. They did like Mega Man's 9 and 10 and all the Mega Man Zero games. Like they have a whole lot of shit under their belt. Anyways, but for my picks, it is video game related, but I actually chose 2 YouTube channels this time.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
The first one is half for the lulz, half because it's interesting.
Mhm.
The channel I want to talk about, the channel URL is Toy Addicted Dad.
Mhm.
Okay.
And the channel name is Toys, the Universe, and Everything.
Yeah.
And the show I want to talk about is Game Lab. So to talk about this guy, Toy Addicted Dad, he has this YouTube channel where him and his kids talk about like Transformers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he also has a game review show he does by himself called Game Lab. So the thing about this show is this is a family-friendly YouTube channel.
Okay.
If that didn't give it away. But like there's just funny things like the style and voiceover tone reminds me so much of gaming in the Clinton years.
Oh yeah.
And
Gaming
like just the
in
way he
the
talks
Clinton
things.
years.
He except with more dad jokes, and he knows he's making terrible dad jokes.
Yeah.
And I feel like the creator is unaware of the way his humor lands, but I think he also is like dad jokes, so he's just kind of putting it in there. And the funny thing is too is like because it's a family friendly channel, he won't say things like one of the recent videos he did was on a bullet hell shooter, but he won't call it a bullet hell. He calls it a bullet heck, and he said bullet heck like 3-4 times. He said it like 3-4 times in a row. He's like, this bullet heck is very hectic. It's a bullet heck, and it's like, oh, it's so amazing. And I found this guy by accident. But what's great about this channel is that when at best he's unintentionally hilarious and entertaining, but at worst it's still entertaining and informative. So it's one of those. It's not a so bad it's good. It's a so good and
It's
unintentionally bad. Entertaining. It's even better. Like it's so even if you find an episode that's not that entertaining, it still feels like a regular YouTube game review, and you're getting information out of it.
Cool.
This guy doesn't even have 400 subscribers.
Oh,
so
nice.
Hopefully
Beautiful.
this shout out will check him out.
I hope he does.
When I wrote my notes, by the way, this time for the people I'm shouting out. So as of when I wrote my notes, the last episode he made was December 9th.
Okay.
And he hadn't made an episode since, and I couldn't find any social media, but he responded to a comment I put. I think the comment I put is like, please tell me there's more of this. This is amazing and I need more. His response was, yeah, there's more coming. It's just I've been spending time with my kids, which I figured as much.
Okay, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's the most wholesome.
Yeah.
So
What
if
a-
I can
what a wholesome
recommend,
dude.
if I can recommend a couple of videos of his Phelios for Sega Genesis review, Sonic Spinball for Sega Genesis, and Fatal Labyrinth for Sega Genesis.
Okay.
He spends a lot of time for the Phelios review, he spends a lot of time talking about the damsel in distress and how scantily clad she is, and also apparently she's, in Greek mythology, she's the main character's, her and the main character are siblings. He says, and I talked about the bullet heck thing. And during
Zero,
Sonic
I totally remember you linking one of your videos to his channel, one of your streams a while back. I believe I followed.
I don't think I linked this guy because
No?
I've been saving it for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
But
This was like a month and a half ago.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe it was a mid-afternoon thing.
It could have been. Maybe I linked it in a Discord. I'm not sure, but
That made sense.
There's this funny thing about his Sonic Spinball and Fatal Labyrinth review. He spends the entire video bashing the game, basically saying they're bad games, and then at the end, when he gives us rating, he gives it a positive rating.
That's great.
I love that shit.
So he does
It's like Donkey does it too.
Yeah.
Donkey's like,
like
4 out of 5.
literally like a bunch of his reviews. I'm like, oh man, he hates this game, and he gets to the end. He's like, I recommend it. I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's essentially like bullet hell culture right there.
Yeah.
Bullet heck culture.
Yeah, sorry,
bullet heck culture.
So
Yes,
guys,
of
go
course.
check out Toy Addicted
Bullet
Dad,
fuck.
and go check out the YouTube channel, all in capitals, Toy Addicted Dad, for some good dad business.
Hell yeah!
Dad good.
Shout out to the father figures out
Yeah.
there.
Shouts outs.
The second channel I want
Father's
to talk
Day
about.
just happened too.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure you're there.
Yeah.
So the second channel I want to talk about is called The Fantasy Zone. This channel has been around for a couple years. They only have 11 subscribers, and they are criminally underrated.
Okay.
Wait, how
content
long
that
have they
this
been
dude
around?
does? A couple of years.
Okay.
Now here's the thing.
11 subscribers?
He hadn't made a video.
Those are beautiful numbers. I'm
He hadn't
excited.
made a video in a couple of months, so his upload schedule is kind of erratic. But he made these 2 great videos that are amazing. He does these editorial style game videos. You know, I've mentioned before that I started doing more editorial style with the videos I just label Zeromaster on my review channel.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the
Yeah.
same idea.
Mhm.
He did this video called Games with Weird Save Systems, and why they disappeared. And that's the video that got me hooked on his channel. And it's funny because at the same time I was doing research for a video about saving in games, and I guess this just popped up when I was bringing up stuff. Really goes into detail, talk about stuff. There's another one called The Weird Wonderful World of Tetris Spin-offs.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned about a bunch of weird Tetris games that I didn't know had weird modes. Like, there's a Tetris game that uses the N64 heart sensor that it gets more intense as you play. And then there's
I've heard about that one actually.
And it's just there's crazy stuff. His production levels are amazing for somebody who has only done a few videos.
Yeah.
And very criminally underrated. The Fantasy Zone. His YouTube channel is it's one of those URL ones because he doesn't have enough subs to get his name. But I'll pop that in the chat and definitely check this guy out because his content is something that I would expect someone who had 150,000 subscribers to have quality.
Okay.
Not 11.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
really, really good dude. Check him out, the Fantasy Zone, if you get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
And
hell yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Games with Weird Save Systems and Why They Disappeared. That video is fantastic.
Yeah.
So, check him out. We'll put a link in the description probably or something.
Yeah.
Does why they
something like him.
Does why they disappeared have anything to do with their saving system?
Possibly.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right.
It's like
Guess you'll have to
typewriter
listen to
level.
find
Watch
out.
the video
to find out.
Yeah.
But, so I guess that just leaves Jordan.
Yeah.
I've got 100 acre wood for this subject.
I'll make it quick because we are strapping for time or whatever they say.
Yeah.
Hold on to your bootstraps.
Hold on your bootstraps and your strap-ons.
And
For one, I want to speak about Berserk because I've only just sort of. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. Did I? I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
I can't remember. I don't think my last picks were Berserk.
No, it wasn't.
I was in the middle of watching Berserk.
Yeah, you were still in the middle of it at that time. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, it's a thing that a lot of people know about. But I'm going to recommend it anyway. Sorry.
Anime.
Mm-hmm.
Anime. Yeah. It's fantastic. I'm reading the manga now. The show was a lot of fun to watch. There were some points where I was a bit like, is there gonna be things happening? But I think that's just good pacing. It sort of
Yeah.
You almost felt like you were sitting down with the characters in the field and shit, having a chat. But the manga so far has been incredibly cool. What I like about it more than most manga I read is that the sound effects are written in there, so you can sort of imagine what the sound effect is when Guts is swinging his insanely enormous sword over the head of a fucking pig guy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool. It goes like thwonk or whatever. I mean, I don't read JoJo, and I don't think I'll ever read JoJo, but I was recommended to watch this by my friend Kian, basically, because I was like, I was just talking to him about Berserk. He's like, oh man, you need to watch it, or read it and watch it, and just you'll see how you feel. And I do really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's in my top 10 now for sure.
Oh yeah.
But manga probably. I wouldn't say anime.
Mm-hmm.
But the manga's really good, and I'm only up to chapter 140 or 150, so I've got plenty more to go. Anyway, and I have a YouTube channel to talk about, and I've already mentioned it on the podcast before, but I want to kind of talk about it in detail because I honestly think it's the most fucking ridiculously unique thing that YouTube has to offer.
Yeah.
And you guys probably heard about it. It's called Siva Gunner.
Oh,
and Siva Gunner
Siva Gunner's great.
Yeah.
Siva Gunner
What
is
is
a
this?
channel that I think is criminally underrated, even though it has a lot of followers. But I feel like this channel needs millions upon millions of subs because it's so cool what they do. So what Siva Gunner does, it's a group of people. They're all I'll call them music engineers, let's call it.
Mhm.
And what they do is they basically get a rip of the actual song from a game / anime / whatever it may be, a piece of media.
Mm-hmm.
And they will draw you in by thinking, this is the actual song, and they absolutely turn it on its head, and they make it like the Flintstones theme song or the Family Guy theme song.
They put the Flintstones theme in so many fucking
everything, because it's based on the Seven Granddad thing, Flintstones Vine Source or whatever.
I actually used the back when I did my San Japan video because my buddy Angel Halo introduced me to Siva Gunner years ago,
dude,
and he sent me the Time Force like GBA theme done, and they did like a Flintstones thing where they're like Time Force, Time Force, time.
Yeah, dude, it's honestly incredible, and some of them are so incredibly, like, it almost seems like it's impossible to do what they did, but they've explained a video on how they do it, and it's not easy, but it's still criminally like time consuming.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of time put and effort put into that, but they upload like 6 to 7 times a day, sometimes more, of just a bunch of rips because there's a giant group of people that make them. One of my favorites in recent memory is a rip of Dia Docs in Mario 64.
Yeah. Except
it uses the font for that song, but it's actually Aphex Twins Xtal, which is really, really, really
That's cool.
It uses this font, the same sound font from the game, like that, 64 sound, the do. But they put it, they do it to the tune of Xtal, which is like one of Aphex's like greatest ambient electronica songs. And there's for example, there you go, King of the Hill. There's one that's pretty popular where it's ooh ee ooh ah ting tang walla walla bing bang, but it's to the font of Mario 3, I think. So like it's really cool. Like just random shit like that, and of course I've got really obscure memes that some of the videos are just you listen to it and it's just the song and they add like a fart sound effect at the end because they're just bored. Yeah. They're just to piss you off and go, I wanted this to be a good one. Yeah. But there's almost every single game I can think of has been covered. That they're Bullet Heck games that that we're just talking about. There's like rips from that, like Toho is another one. They do rips of like all the Mario games, Luigi's Mansion, Ratchet and Clank, anything. Like you can just name a game and be like, and type in Siva Gunner next to it, and it'll come up with it.
Yeah, they even did a Yoda story segment that I fucking loved.
Oh yeah,
and they used the Yoda fucking puppet for and it's basically just what it is the Yoda puppet singing to every meme that they had at that time, which was the Granddad Flintstones video, and then it was the Flintstones theme, then it was that theme from I think it was Love Live, and then it was the Yoda puppet singing.
Yeah, Love Live's Snow Halation.
And then they ended off with the Yoda puppet singing the Nut Shack theme song, and then somebody
it's the Nut Shack,
and then at the end, like the Yoda puppet starts freaking out, and they just chuck the Yoda puppet.
All right, so forgive me for being a terrible internet guest here, but what is the difference between Baby Yoda and Shia LaBeouf?
Yes. There's no difference. Yes, they're the same thing.
I suspected so, but I wasn't about to assume she's Danish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I believe they are the same being. Yeah, ultimately. But yeah. No.
Thank you, Disney, for all you do.
Thank you, Disney. Transformers Shia LaBeouf here, welcoming you to another Yoda stories.
Disturbia, Rihanna 2020.
The only good thing about that movie is they use System of a Down's Lonely Day in it, and that's
they did.
That was a good version.
Yeah.
God, that double album is so good.
Anyway, Siva Gunner is great. Check it out. That I'll just post like the link of Siva Gunner in the video when it's uploaded.
I made sure I shared the Time Force theme that they did.
Yes, and then I'll even maybe link the Mario one, which was my favorite, the Xtel one.
Yeah.
There's also one as of recent memory. There's one of I can't remember the name of the song. It's the song that plays in Neon Genesis movie at the end where they all turn to soda.
Yeah, the Kom Sus Ertal.
Yeah. It's literally that, but they put
monkey on
chimpanzee riding on a Segway.
Chimpanzee riding on a Segway. Yeah.
It's literally that.
Forgive me for this. Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Lord and all those around. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
Force Go, yeah. Super Monkey fucking Monkey
Tell me
Man.
there's a Siva gunner with that.
They probably have.
Also, hold on, Jordan. Did they have the show Fillmore in Australia?
I've heard of Fillmore. Is that the fuck? I'm gonna Google Fillmore and I'll
That's
know
the one
exactly.
that's SVU for kids. It's so great.
It was a big thing on
Fillmore,
ABC
sure.
in America. It was one of the ones that came
Yeah,
in most
Fillmore
clear.
is the brown kid with the fucking
Yeah,
that guy.
yeah. That's the
I know
show.
Fillmore.
That's the show with the sash. Yeah, with the yellow.
He's got the fucking
with the
safety
orange
patrol
sash.
guy.
He is the safety force.
I like his goth girlfriend.
That's not his girlfriend. Ingrid was going to be my girlfriend.
Everyone that's a goth is a girlfriend to someone.
Why can't it ever be my goth girlfriend?
Yeah, why can't I have a goth girlfriend?
I mean, it
Subscribe to
can
me.
be.
I don't
It can
want
be.
one.
All you gotta do,
I don't want one. I like being
with
happy.
a goth, with like a potential goth girlfriend is say, hey man, I wish I had a girlfriend, and all of a sudden you got a goth girlfriend.
There you go.
Dude, I'm gonna say that 3 times in front of the mirror, and I hope a really
is
large
that how
titty
that
goth
works?
girlfriend
Well,
appears.
I don't know how it
Fuck.
works in Australia, but here in America,
Maybe I have to say it
especially
near the
in the
toilet.
east,
Yeah.
hey, if
That's
you
your pleasure
well, if
sitting
you
on
say
the
it,
toilet. Hey,
if
get
you
out of here. What are
if
you
you sit
doing?
on the toilet and you got a big mirror in your bathroom, go ahead with the Bloody Mary, goth girlfriend.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Just make sure you throw goth girlfriend in the end.
Even
If you
better,
say
just
Bloody
say
Mary a third time, she's
scary
gonna fuck you up.
scary stories to tell in the dark. Biggie Smalls, goth girlfriend.
There you go.
And then I say scary monsters and nice sprites, and then Skrillex comes out and goes boop.
If he doesn't, you got a generic version, and that's Deadmau5.
Yeah, you get that. Oh shit! And then you get Marshmallow or whatever his name is, and he
I
appears.
don't like that guy.
Have you seen the
His
video of
music is-
Marshmallow taking his helmet off and he's Will Ferrell?
No,
It's pretty funny. He actually exists. I'm not making it up.
I believe that Marshmallow could be Will Ferrell in
And
real
Will Ferrell
life.
goes,
It's
"It's me,
true.
Will Ferrell from the it's true from Anchorman." Anyway, that's my thing.
So-
I'm done.
Yeah.
So, let's all take like a really quick couple of seconds. We're gonna say what we're all up to. I think this has been a great
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it's been full of joy
but,
and wonder. I disappeared for a second. It was cool.
Yeah.
Everyone
It's okay.
disappeared
A
for
lot
second.
of weird things happened on this podcast.
It was a lot like
but,
my first playthrough of Psychonauts.
Yeah.
I've still never played
That
that.
game is awesome. That's like
I
top
like
10
the
for
part
me.
where you use the air horn. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I can do it again.
No.
I can do it again. I might not.
Okay.
Maybe not
No,
right next
'cause-
to our.
No, because your
Yes.
roommate is gonna come in and be so fucking upset.
It is now after midnight, and yes, the ex-girlfriend
Happy
might just burst
birthday,
through the door.
Zeromaster!
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday,
Zero's
Zero.
There's a
Happy
sticky,
birthday!
there's
You
a
guys would
sticky
be the
note.
first ones to
There's a
wish
say
me
it.
a happy birthday.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the first ones
Happy
to kiss you on your
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
There's a
Zero.
sticky
What are you gonna?
note
What
on
am
the
I
outside
gonna
of
get
my door right
What am I
now.
gonna get my friend?
Mhm.
His for his birthday. I'm gonna get him a big ol' hug when I see him next time.
Yay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
When I go to
shucks.
Australia.
Yeah, a big
All right,
ol' hug.
Zero. Since it's your birthday, quickly, say what you're doing with your life.
So who?
What are you working
in
on?
In what order?
I'm gonna go
Zero first. Who are
yeah,
you wearing?
I'm gonna go because I'm the birthday boy. I'm working on a lot of. I've actually been chilling mostly this month after I did that video
Mhm.
with Oni Rokaku on the
Yeah.
Mega Man arcade games.
Yeah.
But while I've been chilling, I've also been like playing a lot of PSO2 and
Mhm.
recording stuff for new big projects coming soon. Like I have a big project coming out in September and another big one coming out during Halloween. So if my release schedule is kind of lax in the next little bit, that's why. Like this one project, the one's coming in September, I've been planning this shit for years, but I only just recently got the means to do it. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a big ongoing thing. This is going to be the first episode of it.
Yeah.
Just keep an
Yay!
eye. Just keep an eye on my review channel. That's all I'm saying.
Exciting stuff.
Charles, what are you working on?
I'm still doing streams every weekend. Now I'm doing Doom Eternal because I'm taking a little break from Final Fantasy VII. That pull-up mission is a bitch.
Yeah.
Did you say hi to Green Dog? Did you say hi to Green Dog?
What?
Who dat?
Praise
Did you
Green
say
Dog.
hi to Green Dog?
Green Dog on the
Green
Sega
Dog led
Genesis.
me here today. Thank you, highlights.
Green Dog is our new false idol from Doom Eternal. You need to learn who Green Dog is.
Who's Green Dog is.
Green Dog is the spirit of training that sends us through every video game tutorial.
I guess I'll meet Green Dog in the future. And
you have met Green Dog before.
Okay,
I assure you.
Praise be to Green Dog.
Anyway, I'm also doing.
What about Green Cat?
There is no Green Cat.
I'm also doing. I'm also working on a new voice acting demo reel because I'm finally getting back in the weeds of voice acting, and I'm working on a new parody. Eyes out for that and updates concerning that, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, I'm working on it.
I'm excited. I'm freaking excited.
Jordan, that's what this new segment is just called. I'm working on it. And put the Christian voice
to do
in.
that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Wait, did Doom tell you that I'm fans of you all?
Really?
Yes, I forgot to mention that.
Aw.
He followed a bridging right along with me, and he's seen a bunch of shit with you guys.
Aw. Bless this guy.
Yeah.
Let's get him on the podcast again.
This is a weird dream come true.
Yeah.
Aw, true. It's a weird dream come true.
It's a weird... The Gribbler.
I guess I'll go next, I suppose, because I've been talking. So I've only got one thing I'm working on, funnily enough. It's a parody, even though I said I was going to stop doing parodies for a while.
Is it
so
Worms?
that's funny, haha. No, I wish it was, but it's actually it's a continuation of something that I actually said I did end, but I'm not ending. But I'm not telling anybody what it is.
Yeah.
So
it's a secret.
Can we pick through your
it has
entire
been spoken
catalog
about
and
before
guess?
many moons ago, but I'm actually
It's
working
one
on the
Poke
actual
Bloke season
true.
2, isn't it?
No,
This
it's not.
podcast
It's
will
just the true
explode like
ending,
Tom
the
Cruise.
full ending, never coming back to this ever again. I'm giving you guys what you want. Fuck you.
You guys heard it. Chika the Coffin Chick 2 coming, guys. I'm so
yeah,
excited.
there it is. Check it. Coffin. Yeah, you got it. No, it's actually not.
By the people,
but yeah,
for the people, by the creeple.
That is one that I would do a second one of, though, not going to lie. Because it was really easy, because it was just me doing all the voices.
I loved it. It's one of my favorites.
I've been loving the Dead Space myself. I really have.
Dead Space. Fucking love Dead Space.
He watched us play Dead Spaces.
I
guess I'll just promote my Twitch because I've been doing that. But that's my second thing. Been streaming. I'm actually streaming twice a week now. I did do 3, but now because I'm working twice a week, that's all I'm doing.
I didn't even promote my Twitch this time. That's so weird that you guys did.
Well, at this point, that goes without saying.
I mean, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, twitch.tv/Zeromaster. There you go.
Actually, mine is random days every week because I get a different roster every week. So
actually fucking read the description in the videos, guys.
Yeah, read the description, read the disclaimer. What anime is this?
Put a comment down below if you read the description.
Yeah.
Put a comment down below so we get more views.
Jordan's going to put a secret message in the description. That
it's going to say, I'm actually not Jordan Lobombalia.
Well, you can't tell them what you're going to put. You got to put something and then just...
Exactly. It's going to be different.
It's gonna be Pig Latin, but you're going to have to read every second word, and it's going to be capitalized.
It's going to be a picture of the Prime Minister fucking a pig from Black Mirror. Full circle. Doom, what are you doing, man? What's up?
I'm working on. I'm still. What am I working on? I'm still streaming.
Oh, you know what? I think I can tell you what Doom's working on.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
That's right, because you're pretty much privy to almost everything I do in the real world.
Yay!
Dude. Well, Doom. What happened? We just finished the Cthulhu game, right? Call of Cthulhu. Yep. That was
Call
the
of
one.
Cthulhu.
And what was the name of the monster there that was super spooky?
The fucking the Shambler.
The Shambler. Yes, y'all should be afraid of the Shambler. First of all,
can I Google the Shambler and it'll come up?
You should Google the Shambler. If the painting doesn't come up and you don't print it out at like Costco or something to put it in your abode.
No, Jordan. You shouldn't look it up because it will probably look like one of your random dream terror demons that isn't the number 7.
The Shamblers looks like Yeto without a head.
Does it really?
It's very much the Ring sort of thing.
Hillary clitoris.
It's so funny. It's so funny, Jordan. Like, I saw some Yetis in PSO2 and I started going, "Oh, hey, look, it's Yeto!" And I started
Yeto's here to stay. Hooray! There he is. It's Yeto without head and big teeth.
That's not him.
That's what it was when I typed in the Shambler.
Over 7 days, you
It's
will
Chris
develop.
Weston Shambler. Can we put the shirt on this guy?
Yes. You know what? Fucking, if you put a Chris Chan shirt on that thing, that's my new icon.
Picture for That's your picture for next episode.
No, you
Not
just
this
have,
one,
you
but
have to
next.
switch it out right now. It has to be Lil B the whole time. You need to switch it out right now. And I'll find a way to put both up. Anyway, I'm
someone
working on
do
that.
that. Put a strap shirt on with the fucking medallion and everything.
So I'm working on more music and streaming with my brother here.
Are we gonna do the GTA thing?
Ambassador music. We are gonna stream GTA at some point, and I'm also gonna be streaming a game called Gun. It's from the PlayStation 2.
I know that one. It's got the skull and the gun on the front.
Oldie but a goodie.
It also voice actingly stars Whistler from the Blade movies. So
Yes, that's
Chris
right.
Christopherson. Check him
Doesn't
out.
he play your
He's dead
dad?
now, but he was also a musician. If y'all have ever heard of Janis Joplin, she will be my wife in heaven. But also, she did a cover of a Chris Christopherson song that y'all might know, called oh my,
Called
put me on the spot like that.
You put yourself on that spot.
Yeah, put myself on the spot. Me and Bobby McGee. That's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love that
It's a good song.
Yeah, that was written by Whistler from Blade.
Yeah.
Bobbert McGobbert.
Chris
Shout out to
Christopherson.
Yeah, Chris Christopherson.
The best
Josh,
Jeff
what-
Bridges lookalike you will ever know.
That's funny as shit.
All right, Josh, what are you up to? How can people find you? What are you doing?
Oh shoot,
Who are
what
you
am I
wearing?
doing? Anything that comes my way, really. Over the weekend that was fixing a old Huffy Cruiser bicycle. Before that, I put a corkboard on a wall in the office in my abode. Let's see, I've been getting together my music components. Yes, like I mentioned earlier, more on the way, and a Sonic Realm is being created. Otherwise, I'm jumping into podcasts and Twitch streams wherever I can. So hit me up.
Hell yeah, I see your name pop up sometimes.
Yeah, every now and then, whether it be in the comments or in the lively audio.
I watched you guys play Battle Block Theater as well the other day for about
That
an
was
hour.
a great time.
We need to get back to that.
I'm excited for you to join us.
I want to do it one day. That game seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is a
It's
sick
on
game.
sale right now on the summer Steam
Is it on sale? Oh, well, it
Yeah.
is the summer sales. Maybe I should just check it out.
Shout out to the
Definitely
summer
catch it
Steam
on the
sale
summer
when you hear
sale.
this in October. But fuck yeah, shout out to the summer Steam sale.
Speaking of the summer sale, I definitely purchased like 5 games. One of 2 of them being the 2016 Doom and Dead Space 2 that I've been meaning to replay since it came out.
Dead Space is so fucking
I
great.
love Dead Space so much. But
I love it.
I've got probably 50 games that I've accrued since the quarantine began, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking to start
Same,
streaming
big
those soon.
same.
Oh
Big
yeah,
same.
for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, working on all that stuff, but mostly just everything that's prevalent that comes my way. Last week, I worked for my dad for 4 days, and it was a blast.
Nice.
So, yeah, but most of the time, I'm just spending the days with the doors locked and fucking crunching those YouTube videos.
Chill digging.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
a lot of music.
catch him
A lot
on
of
Twitch
music.
potentially. Catch him on my stuff, and we got Bad Will Ambassadors music coming out soon.
Hell yeah. I'm down to listen to more musics. I've been trying to like sort of branch out and listen to a lot of different things. I've been listening to Oliver Tree as well. He's kind of cool.
Ooh, I like
Oliver
Oliver
Tree and his entire aesthetic pleases me
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Highly.
pretty funny.
very highly.
Yeah. I didn't know he
It's
sung
so-
that I fell down to earth. didn't know that was him.
Oh, yeah,
It was
no,
just like
that's
a-
so
him.
weird.
Fell
because
down the
his-
stairs.
He's so
I fell
gimmicky,
down
but
my
like
stairs and broke my neck and died.
Speaking of Uller Tree, you should check out Tara Reid
Okay.
yes,
if you
Tara
haven't.
Reid is also in the. He did music with Filthy Frank. He was
oh,
Getter.
Oh yeah, with Nick
That's
Coletti
Getter.
and even Joji, Pink Guy,
Yes.
back in the Pink Guy days. Yeah, that's
Gaze.
the one.
Pink Guy
I heard a rumor that another Pink Guy album's gonna happen.
Yeah.
so-
If it
That's what they're
does,
saying.
if it does, I guarantee it's gonna be produced by Tara Reid, aka Getter.
Cool.
Ah.
Check him out.
He's got really good music out there.
I've
just
been
remember
Getter's
pushing
music in
for,
general is
for
also
his
sick.
stuff to get on the jukeboxes at various establishments around here. It's good stuff.
Since you guys are
Support
talking
your
about
local
artists,
jukeboxes,
I
kids.
gotta drop the single shed I just did for Doplex on Terabyte. He's basically vaporwave Naked Jakey. You guys should check him
I
out.
listened to
Oh,
the song and I
yeah,
like
sweet.
this.
Because I like Naked Jacob.
He has this very good like lo-fi like hip hop study music style.
Yeah,
it's-
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
my
I
favorite
low-key
gen-
listened to that the
that's-
other day, just like
That's
chilling
my
out.
favorite genre of
Dude,
music, though.
lo-fi study hip hop is like literally like
should-
low key the shit.
I should
we-
message him. Him and I have been DMing back and forth. I should see if he wants to come on the podcast.
Who,
Dude,
you
get
and
him on the
Lo-Fi Hip Hop
podcast.
Radio?
I will totally
Yeah,
listen to that.
dude, absolutely.
Not that I don't already.
Alrighties.
All right,
What do we-
boys. First of all, thank you very much to our very established guest, Josh, for stopping by. Golf clap.
What did I do? Stop by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping
Oh,
by.
Yeah,
man,
don't
man,
get these
I've been
claps
here the,
confused at
I've
the
been here the
start,
whole
Joe.
time. The only difference
Shut
is
up,
this
Jordan.
time I got a mic.
Oh, fucking hell.
Any final
Yeah.
words for the order?
All those
Thank
dead,
you so much,
all
Josh.
those dead spaces that usually happen in the podcast, I fill them in myself,
Oh.
and,
yeah.
and that will not stop in the future.
Well, Josh,
I'll-
since you talked to him, do you want to do the honors?
The honors of
You talked to our boy Zoes Esco, so
You gotta tell the world, Zodiac Escobar. You gotta tell him to play us out.
Yeah.
oh, he's got to play you out now.
yeah,
Man,
he's gotta.
I ain't sure.
That's
I'm
part of
gonna.
his contract.
Well, yeah, I see him like I saw him like 3 weeks ago, right?
Mhm.
So and he told me that he was heading up the Northways.
Yeah.
And at the time, I didn't necessarily understand what he was saying, but I feel like knowing now that
he gives us
that
that impression
Zeromaster-
sometimes too.
is in Canada, that might be where he's headed. So, give him a good fight.
I think.
Oh shit, we're gonna find producers
to you, Zero, since you're in the north.
I mean, I'm not afraid to
now.
come after him.
Zeromaster, play us out. You're gonna be doing it
where I
now.
live. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't underestimate Zodio.
Zodio Escobar.
Don't underestimate
Zodio
Mr.
Escobar.
Zodiac.
Zorpor.
I told you I was going to talk about Eskimos on the fucking podcast.
Well, you did talk about Yetzel.
Zodio Eskimo.
When he left Cumberland Farms, he was fucking humming that song by what was it, Tom Jones?
Mm.
I think we're alone now.
Tom Jones.
Oh.
I think we're alone now. Yeah, that was it. That's all I can remember, man. If we can get Carmen Sandiego on the case, I think she could have better luck than I.
Yeah.
Carmen San Diego, play us out.
What the fuck? Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, I'm back from Ecuador. Y'all need an outro?
Zodiac Escobar, what are you doing here?
Thanks for coming to the Noisecast. I really hope that you had a blast. Sorry that the fun had to end. And you know we were just chilling with our buttholes hanging out all in your face. And it's what we do every single fucking week, motherfucker. Yeah, that got really dark really quick. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Bye.
Whoa. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Well, I'm going to change back to my other thing.
Whoa.
Oh. Jordan.
It's okay.
my.
It's okay.
Jordan will come back. He's
Jordan-
only momentarily lost in the ether
He
sphere.
had to dive into the ether sphere. Oh, Jordan, we'll miss you, buddy. He'll be back. He'll be back.
fuck.
There's. Oh my god.
Speaking of shitty
He's
bumper
gone to
stickers,
play
though,
Zathura.
Zathura.
God, I.
Oh, Jordan can't get in the call.
Oh, what? Oh dear.
Oh,
it
no.
booted him. Here, let me there's got to be a way we can. Yeah, you are. Like, just
I
hit
can't
join,
hear
you
you
silly
guys.
Billy. This is interesting. Oh no.
We should just keep all of this in, by the way.
We should keep all this in. No, this is a part
He's
of the.
not- he is not in on my end.
This is the suspenseful
Okay,
part of the
genuinely can't
Noisecast.
hear you guys.
I'm gonna keep all this in.
No, this is the suspenseful.
The trash
no,
bin.
listen, this is the suspenseful part of the Noisecast where ominous music comes in. Jordan, he's trapped. We have to get him out, guys. We gotta hurry.
It's
This
a
happened
conspiracy
literally
to,
on the
to
Halloween
keep
episode,
Australia
too.
out of American and Canadian politics.
I
Okay,
don't know
well,
why.
if he's trying to get back in,
They're
we
after
can't
the
add him back
abridgers.
unless he leaves.
Is he?
Oh,
Okay, there we
Okay.
go. Okay.
And then you're gonna add him back
So-
in. And we wait.
Okay, you added him back in. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, we got him.
That was really weird because all I wanted to do was send a
Super
fucking
weird.
image,
Okay.
and then it kicked me from the group.
Oh, that is
That was really
weird.
weird.
Okay, well,
It's okay.
Is your audio still going?
I kept
What was it like on
I
the
kept
other
the audio
side?
still going.
Look,
That was really weird.
there
Like
is a
I
clear
could see you guys
present
talking,
danger.
but I couldn't hear you.
oh god, Jordan,
It's
you're
really
covered.
weird.
You're covered in this goo from being in the ether. Let me wipe you off, boy.
Yeah. I know,
Yeah,
thank
he
you.
came
that's
back,
from
guys.
the bees.
Yeah, the bees stung me, and now I have giant arms to beat people up with.
You
Yeah,
just
So,
you just
Jordan,
need some
this
royal
bumper
jelly.
sticker.
What did I miss? I was trying to send a picture, which I can't now.
You
So I
missed
guess.
I'd brap
You missed
that.
the conspiracy theory.
Oh, what was it?
Well, apparently they, whoever they may be, are trying to keep Australians out of American and Canadian
Look,
politics.
Josh, just because your icon has its third eye open doesn't mean you have to act like it.
Look, that
He really
icon,
is
that
like the most
icon is a
woke-
cat.
He
And
really
his
is the
name
most
is
woke
Bartholomew.
person I know.